Okay, let's do a quick recap. Dante, since you won that game, Jeopardy game, hit us with the recap, bro.
All right. We started at the entrance of the dungeon. We started exploring a bit and eventually found like a skull, like a dragon skull with an uncompleted ritual. Muna tried to complete the ritual but botched it, causing ridicule from the ghost that appeared and his eidolon or summoner or whatever. The ghost that appeared his name's Crayons, and he told us he's been here a very long time. He came here with his brother, who we assume is like a rogue or a thief or something, and him a wizard. He also told us that the reason the zombies or the undead on the outside are like coming, they're not really coming to kill us, but they're drawn to something in this place. And he wanted us to go and kill the guy who's responsible for the undead, but then got scared and didn't. I'm not sure if I'm remembering that right.
Did he say kill? Just get rid of it. I don't.
No, he literally said he didn't say anything of that nature. He was trying to have you guys connect the pieces without including him, but you guys just kept including him in it, and he kept denying it. That's pretty much happened for like 10 minutes straight.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun being like, if you don't help me, I'm just gonna say you did it.
Yeah, and he was, and eventually, I think the last thing he pretty much said about it was, if you're close enough to this person to say anything, anyways, you're probably already dead.
And then we started exploring a bit. Leonard found like a globe that's like this world, but like from ancient times before the cataclysm or whatever it was called, before the Shattered Isles were shattered, or is it shackled? Shackled. Well, before the world was shattered, let's say. We explored some more. I remember us going into a room with lots of books, and we started doing research. Like I found like some stuff about my family, that they go back way more than I thought they did. I don't remember much from the others, so if you guys want to fill in.
Yeah, I will fill in what Benji found out. So what? Wow. Okay, but Ene is here, so all right. So Ene, Benji, what he found out while everyone was researching was one thing was there was a statue of like a humanoid rat person, but Benji noticed that the rat person, or the Yusoki, in essence, it looks like more savage, more primal, indigenous. So I wrote you like a perception or investigation check, I forget, and you found like some text about like the library was shared with this tribe of Yusoki that were called the Whiskers. But there's another tribe of Yusoki known as the Claws. And there's like a difference between like the features of like a rat and like a mouse or mice, like maybe you can describe the differences between what like a rat is and like a mouse.
Oh, well, first of all, mice are herbivores, rats are omnivores.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Rats are larger. They're more intelligent. They've got hairless tails. Rats have hairless tails, whereas mice have hair on their tails. Let me think. They're among rats, it's rare to find rats fighting each other, whereas mice are slightly more territorial.
Okay, I think that's enough. In this case, what I'm gonna say is the Whiskers tribe that look more like their features are more similar to mice, where it's like more rounded, and shorter features. They're actually the more intelligent of the group besides the claws. Only just because like the claws are more, you can think of them more as like barbarians and fighters, and the whiskers more like scholars and researchers. And then looking at the lineage and everything, I think Benji discovers that he is a descendant from the. And what would you consider yourself, Benji, a descendant of? Which tribe?
Probably whiskers.
Okay. And that's what Benji finds out. What does everyone else find out?
I can't say. You whispered that to me.
That was a different
Also-
room. You did.
Oh
look
yeah.
up. You didn't really find anything in that room.
I did. I found that I find the information that I want to look somewhere else.
Yes.
In another room.
The princess you're looking for is trapped in another castle.
Yeah. I found about the boneyard, and no one believed me that was a real place.
Sure.
Yeah.
Man. Sure.
The boneyard is a plane, an outer plane.
Yeah, no one believed me. Everyone was like,
And I believe Knox was looking for.
love.
Well, he didn't find what he was looking for. I think he was looking for like books about artistry, how to become a better artist.
And
How to draw for dummies.
Dante, mute yourself.
Yeah.
Please.
What happened?
I
Oh,
just
is it doing the
rehear
clips
stuff.
again?
Yeah. Yeah. So he was looking for books on like art stuff, but this is not the right place for that. Pretty much.
No, but I did find a very big book.
You did. So eventually, Nina rolls a nat 20. So Briar rolls a nat 20 on an investigation check, and learns a whole bunch of stuff from what book? Nina, what's it called?
Big verses.
But I haven't found the necrotic verses yet. I just found stuff about the necrotic verses.
No, yeah. Yes. So you did you learned about the necrotic verses. Do you remember like a brief summary of what you learned?
Wait
Anyone-
a moment.
Anyone can bring
I
chime
put
in.
it.
You learned about this book done by a person. Just a lot of bad things.
It was. Everyone thinks the book is evil, but it isn't really that evil. Yeah,
Well,
it just there was
Well,
that one. There was
Knox
that
defended the
one
book.
artist. I think it was mentioned that he played the piano, who wanted to find the perfect music or something like that, and then there was and there was always that person that never clapped when he played, until one time that person came up and played like a few different notes that had like that were quite haunting, and that melody didn't leave his mind, so he just started writing haunting music, kinda, and
Mhm.
everyone left him from his patrons and stuff like that until he landed in some sort of asylum or something like that. I think he died at one point.
Well, I think you're glazing over the biggest fact that scholars believe that Zane Heinrich, the composer you're talking about, completed his final masterpiece when a burning star from the sky fell on the asylum, killing everyone and almost destroying his work. So that's why the party, of course, was generally against Briar to getting this book after Briar told him the story about it. And then Knox finds it, a very large book that shrinks to Briar's touch. And after some debate, Briar keeps it. And
Like the One Ring, the trunk.
it did shrink. What? All right. Anyways, So
Lord of
Briar.
the Rings, the One Ring. It
Oh,
shrunk
yeah,
when, like,
exactly,
the
yeah.
Shadow picked it up.
Yeah, and Muna
Exactly.
was like, I feel like this sounds like I'm getting bad vibes by reading the magic, and you said all about this evilness, and I'm like, I feel like this is just another good book that we should pick up.
He did
And
detect.
Briar,
So what Muna learned was it was a spell book essentially, right? But
Yeah.
it was also infused with enchantment magic.
Yeah.
Which is
Enchantment.
enchantment.
So outside of like the characters, what actually happened was Nina rolled a will save, failed it, took another 2 points of wisdom damage. So now Briar's at what, 4 wisdom?
Did I? Yeah, you
Yeah.
didn't say I take wisdom damage. Then I'm at 2.
No. You already did. So you were at 6 before, right, Briar?
No, I have an ability score, wisdom score of 4.
No, that's because you already applied
Originally?
the 2.
No, I applied it to hit.
Wait, so original
No, there's
wisdom
no
is
way
4?
you rolled a 4.
How is it
I
possible?
rolled a 4 on my wisdom on
You-
the ability scores.
Yeah, I remember Nina rolled something like really low.
What? You didn't?
Why do you?
Why didn't you apply the 2 damage? I specifically said.
You said I get 2 damage, so I put it in the hit point.
I said 2 wisdom
He said
damage.
wisdom damage.
So you actually have a 2 in wisdom now?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Bad. Holy shit. That's a -4, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's even worse. You're completely like you're clueless. You're a clueless person. All right. So that's even worse. And then Briar forms this unhealthy obsession with the undead. So there's actually like a mechanical thing like that Briar has to do now is like be obsessed with undead. And then afterwards, the party moves to like a small room where they see a statue. Mikkel, outside of character, does some shenanigans where he breaks through the wall by accident, but then runs around, tries to see what he can see inside my map. And so I started combat with the shadow.
Yeah.
It was a pretty intense battle, scary battle
It
because
was easy.
everyone, like not many people were effective against it except for Leonard, but
everyone was fine. Yeah.
but I think Leonard really did pull in a crutch rolls there.
We would have been if we could have used magic.
You could use magic.
I can't anymore. You don't let us rest.
Well,
That's
another
why we're
part,
resting right now.
another issue with that was the whole spell slots being all used up. Muna took 2 points of strength damage. Nox took 5 points of strength damage. And yeah, so the group is looking pretty haggard now at this point. Then Nina's character, Briar, gets, I guess, pulled along by some invisible force. The group is like, it's probably the book, but finds a hidden wall with the help of Benji. So Benji this whole time. Oh, if you look at your character sheet, I've written down a bunch of 25s. I don't know if you can actually see it. Let's see. Okay, it's not. You can add 200 XP to your character. That's how many doors you unlocked.
200 doors.
It was a lot. It was a lot of doors.
Oh my god, we just need to find a door and a key for it, then lock the door, and Benji open it, lock the door again, Benji opens it.
I don't think I'm going to allow
No,
you
Kel, that's how it works.
to farm XP points.
That's totally...
Because like let's not play RuneScape here. Let's just play.
I just need to create 500 iron daggers.
You gotta mine for the iron first, bro. Like,
Yeah, I'm just gonna
What are you
punch
doing?
it because that's faster.
but okay. The group combats the shadow, kills it through Leonard's holy whip or good whip, doing alignment damage to it. Everyone learns that shadows cannot be harmed by physical means, only by magical means.
And a whip.
And a enchanted whip, I guess, a holy whip. The group then goes down through the secret passageway down to the lower depths of the dungeon.
Also, I can't remember who tried to destroy a statue, and Nox PvP'd
Skuga.
them, and they're like, yeah, Skuga. And then Nox was like, no, and then held them down.
Tried to.
Gotcha.
He did fail.
Badly.
Not in my mind.
Yeah. Because the shadow was hiding inside of the statue. And they were trying to destroy him. And they're trying to destroy a piece of art. Which Nox did not appreciate.
Yeah. And the group goes down. They find like a bonfire, a magical campsite where they decide to rest after a lot of hesitation and suspicion. Believe Muna and Skuga took the first watch where they discussed how they're going to kill the rest of the party.
Yeah.
And also, Skuga did mention, like, you know, he could steal the buyer's book, all that. But we got down to the basic of it was, you know, I think Muna was just sad that he failed that ritual
Maybe.
at the very beginning of the session. And then Muna wakes up Leonard, who starts his watch. Leonard is distracted, thinking about like what to do with Briar, who's clearly possessed by this evil book. Then that's when he finds that the room gets colder. Shivers and goosebumps running down his spine. And then that's also when he hears a voice ringing out in the room. I will bring you guys to the archive now. Oh, wait, it's not the archive. And before we start, let me get the music up. Okay. So, Dante, as Leonard is sitting there, sees the fog of his breath for a brief second, feels the chill and the cold, the moisture in the room begin to crackle as it turns into ice. You hear, bless you.
Thank you.
Just the shadow.
This is yeah, he just sneezes a little. You hear, I smell the blood of an Edivane. And I need you to roll initiative here, Leonard. Right off of the gate.
No, that's intelligence. There we go. 4.
4? Okay. This person has a +6. 15. All right. So as the voice rings out, what does what is something that Leonard tries to do like right away? Like what would he do in this situation like right away?
Probably like stand up and like shout to wake up the others.
Okay. All right. So Leonard, as you go to stand up and shout to warn the others, I need you to roll me a quick, let's see, compulsion. So, what's the range here? Oh, you know what? The range is actually pretty far, so I can't do that. Okay, I need you to roll me a. What is this? A will save. As
23.
you hear the word you hear stop, and for a minute so what is that, -4?
-4.
Yeah. Hey, hold on.
I'm not Briar. Why do I get a -4 to my will?
Oh, you don't get the -4. Not here.
I'm contagious.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to really quick calculate the DC for
Your foolishness is contagious.
what is the, how do you calculate DC again? For like spell DC?
It's casting modifier plus the level of the spell. I think plus 10.
So there's this essence of like the lower the level, the lower the DC, right?
Yes, but also the more
Yeah.
powerful the caster, the higher DC.
Yeah, I think it's like cast level plus level of the spell plus the modifier.
What
Isn't it
modifier?
like that?
Well, intellect or wisdom or charisma or
The spell casting.
Uh,
I think it's like that.
okay. So I do have the DC here, so this is probably right. The DC here is 17 for this spell. So that is a success. And when he tells you to halt, for a second you feel like your body go numb. How does Leonard break out of that?
I think it's kind of like the moment where like he freezes just for an instant, but then he's like just kind of being like, I gotta move, I gotta survive kind of thing. It's more instinct than like like a actual effort.
Okay. All right. That ends this person's turn. Leonard, it is now your turn.
Just gonna, as he's like getting up, just gonna shout, "Everybody wake up, there's danger!" And he's gonna pull out his whip.
Okay. Everyone roll a perception check.
I am in fucking no capacity to fight at all, so
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
So that was
how did I
performance.
still get a 15?
So everyone besides Nox wakes up. So roll initiative. Nox, with a 1 perception, what is going through Nox? Why is he not able to wake up right away?
Man, he got fucked up by that shadow. He's tired as shit, dude. He just wants to recover, and his body feels it. So he's just comatose right now.
All right, Nox is in a comatose state, and I think at this point we dive into Nox's mind, and then like we just see like in a small miniature version of Nox in like a dome, which is considered Nox's brain. What do we see like flying around as he's sleeping? What is Nox dreaming of currently?
There's a nocturne, there's an electric sheep.
So you see Nox like lying on like a little like sofa bed thing, and there's another Nox sitting in a chair next to him with glasses on and a notepad. He's like, "So, you have not done very well to help your friends in the last few fights. How do you feel about that?" And Nox lying down is like, "I do not feel so good about it." but I don't know what to do. I could fight like I did in the pits, but that is uncomfortable. And the Nox with the glasses just says, interesting. And he is drawing a stick figure for his notes.
And I will. Yep.
And he's kind of just like questioning himself like that.
I would say halfway through this therapist session, the figure no longer sounds like Nox, and the questions take a weird, dramatic turn, a stranger turn. We'll say like it's one of those like therapeutical couches, or like where like you're laying down, but you're not staring at the therapist, right?
That's what I was going for.
And the voice that you begin to hear is more like a tinkling sound, more higher, more feminine. And the question is, Nox, why do you feel the need to protect art so much?
I just feel that when someone pours their heart and soul into making something beautiful, it is worth a lot in a way. I would not want that destroyed, that effort. No, I always try my best to do whatever I can. And I may not always succeed, but as long as I try my best, then I feel that, my effort was worth it. And I just do not want to trample over someone else's effort in that way.
I believe that is the most honorable thing I have ever heard. But still, Nox, you must understand that there is a delicate balance. What is destroyed can always be remade. There is no creation without some sort of destruction. I would like you, though, to continue to protect that which is beautiful in this world.
Can't say mute.
Right. I will try my best to do so. But I am not sure I understand the destruction and creation part.
When you take a painting, the colors you used were formed from something. Ink is created from various things that eventually need to be destroyed or mended to create the colors that you use. Your paintbrush, the pencil, the pen, the quill, all of these utensils require some sort of destruction in order for you to create something.
Oh. Oh. I had never thought like that. But I think it makes sense.
As he starts destroying everything. Took the wrong lesson. The world must burn. I don't break the world.
However, it is important for you and your soul to determine what you are able to break in order to create. And no one else's.
I will try, but I think I may need to. I am afraid I might make a mistake and break something I was not supposed to do.
We all make mistakes, even the gods. But how you fix it and what you do moving forward is where art comes from. It is the vision of who you want to be, what you want to see. But she frowns. But sometimes art can be a reflection of what has happened as well. There has been a lot of pain in your life, Nox.
I suppose so.
I think you must use it. That painting that you made for me, it is very beautiful, Nox.
I think so too. I can almost not believe that I painted it. I have little suspicion in my mind that someone possessed me when I did so.
No. I was there watching, but that was all you. You have the gift. And therefore, I will show you one that I can give you. And you are now strangely seeing a room that looks vaguely familiar. And Nox is trying to piece it together. But in the dream world, there is no concept of time. So, or urgency or panic or anxiety. It's just all there. And Nox, you see it. It's the captain's quarters on board the Drenmark's Promise. Angled slightly above, looking at the door of the entrance to the room. Probably just on the far side of the wall. You really can't see where you are or where you're looking from, but you do see the most of the room. And you do see Cog sleeping in the hammock of the captain's quarters on the ship. Now you're back in the dream world. And Shaylin, you didn't notice it, but her warm touch on your shoulder begins to fade as she says, "Oh no, I do very much believe that there's more art for you to make. Your friends need help, and helping your friends and those who care about you, that is also very beautiful work." And then, Nox, you open your eyes, roll initiative. Alright, let's go to the beginning of the turn order. Benji, you wake up, a fluttering of your lids, and you hear, what's the last thing Leonard said again?
Wake up, we're in danger.
Danger.
Okay.
That's what you get.
Wait, is that like my action? Like to you shout, or can I do other stuff too?
I will consider, like, you do have an action. You used your movement to get up, like you did mention. You said I get up, so that is your movement. Is that half movement? What, going from like sitting or prone to What is that? Is that
So
half
that's a full
movement?
move action.
That's a full move action. So you get up, you shout, and then I will say you have one action left, whatever it may be, and you take your whip out.
No,
So like
I mean,
you can attack or something like that, or ready yourself if you want to, or
yeah, I guess I'll just ready an attack if I see like something like approach us.
okay. So when you ready attack, what's the condition that you're looking for?
Like something that's not us, that's like coming towards us.
Yeah, so you're going to attack that. All right. So again, your initiative is going to move when that happens. If you decide to go off with that, Benji, what do you do?
I get up, I take out my dagger, and I look around for the danger.
Okay. I'll roll perception check. Oh, and Knox, take
Leonard.
a cookie.
Did I hear where the voice came from?
That's a 25.
The voice came from deeper down the hall. Benji, yeah, you notice that there is an unnatural and uneasy darkness coming from the corridor. You notice the symptoms of coldness in the room as well. The fire barely flickering alive, almost about to go out.
Okay.
Well, Benji, I'm not sure. You might need to like rotate your token to see. I think you're just looking at the wall right now.
Yeah, I can't. I did rotate the token. I can't see anything down the corridor. So I'm just looking so that I can see both corridors. I can't move anymore, so I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
And yeah.
So, just a FYI, Benji can make free stealth checks when he takes a movement action, as long as he's adequately concealed. So this is how you can make ranged stealth attacks, by being hidden. But you do need some sort of concealment before you try to stealth. But stealthing is not an action; it's included in your movement. All right. So Briar, what is your dex? Is it more than 14?
It's a 16.
You actually go first, Briar. What does Briar do when he hears danger?
I sigh. I'm tired. I'm lying down. I'm actually not taking any movement to get up. I just sigh and I'm like, why is it always danger with you? And then I shout out loud, hello, danger! Who are you? I don't want to fight.
Roll a diplomacy check.
Diplomacy. 26.
Holy shit! What the fuck? Damn. All right. The DC I had in mind for you was a 25. Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. As you say that,
The power of just being done with it.
into the light, a figure begins to slowly walk. They're going to use their entire action to get into range. And by range, I mean 40 feet, which directly leads up in front of Leonard.
When he's like here, I attack, whip him. Is that Gabriel Belmont?
You can
Oh shit, it is.
You can roll your whip attack.
Outside my character sheet. Nope.
Do you use blessing good?
I'm not sure if I needed like an action to activate that.
It's not always. You don't always get that. Because then that's just like an extra d6 of damage.
Yeah, no, I need to activate, like it says, for 1 minute, 1d6 against evil creatures, but I'm not sure if it's like a action to activate or a quick action. That doesn't matter. I wouldn't be able to like use it since I only had that one action. So yeah, I'll just normally whip them.
All right.
8.
Okay. Not even close.
I'll do
And
like a
this
warning
person,
shot, and I'll just say that's close enough.
this person will take another step. You have more than one reaction? Oh wait, this was not a reaction. This was a hold action. So I think you then that would make your initiative go after his. It's a 14. Wait, does that make sense?
Isn't it before him?
So it's before him. So it'll probably be before him. Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll put yours as a 16 then. And then you can technically, I guess, use your reaction to attack of opportunity him as well.
Is he still like after I saying that's after I said that's close?
Oh yeah,
enough,
yeah.
is he still
Doesn't
coming?
break stride as you whip it.
Oh. Then yeah, I'll whip again.
Okay.
17.
Yeah. Like this time it rockets towards him and he just like kind of with a gauntleted hand just kind of slap it away. And then you can take your second attack of opportunity here.
Alright. 24.
Same thing.
What? God damn.
I am such a bloodthirsty monster, Leonard.
And after he walks up through, he'll just use his just like a free, because he's doing is walking. He's gonna talk as he's walking, and as you're whipping, as the cracks of whip in the background, he's gonna say, "So interesting, Edwin. You have brought me a gift, but yet you whip at me. I am afraid. I am confused. Why have you come? If it's not a peace offering." And that ends his turn. Nox.
On a move action to get up. And turn around, I suppose, to see what the fuck's going on.
Sure.
Right, my friends are in danger. And I guess I will use an action to move over here, and as I move, equip my shield. And that'll be it.
Okay. Muna. You have to conjure Skuga, I believe, because you were sleeping and now you're awake.
Skug is gone for like a minute, so he's not coming out this battle.
Okay.
I
Oh dear.
see like this weird guy, like what? And I use my movement to stand up.
Okay.
And I reach in the shadow behind me, and I toss some in front of me. And I would like to summon a giant spider over here.
Okay.
I
love summoners, you motherfucker. Always with the shit. Alright, Spider. No, you get this spider. No, I got you. I just thought it'd be funny if you had like a little where'd you want it?
Here.
Okay.
That's a weird looking spider.
Yeah.
Actually, there. You're right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll just make sure that you get the character sheet here. Sec.
It bites. And
It
that
can't
hits.
move at the same time, can it? Doesn't I thought you
No, it
said it
does.
has summoner sickness.
No, they don't. They usually take a round to summon, but summoners can summon it like in a one action.
Does that mean it can it could just bite right away? Okay, sure. Oh,
Because
shit, I might have
normally you
played
need to
that
consider
wrong then.
it takes a full round to summon, you know. So if they had summoner sickness, that would mean it would be 2 rounds before they can attack.
Yeah.
That is confusing to me, but okay. So it takes a whole round to summon. So like when you summon it on your turn, that's considered an entire round.
No, for summoners it's only one action, but for everyone else,
Yes.
it's 1 round. So I start casting it, and then it
I
only
see,
appears.
I see.
Is usually one.
Okay,
round.
so
Yeah, and then
that is the summoning sickness for regular people. Okay,
Well, it's not summoner sickness. It just takes a long time to cast. There's no
Right,
summoner sickness.
I
It's just a
gotcha.
very slow spell.
it's okay. All right, so it does a bite attack. That's a 16. Does not hit.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Benji, you're at the top of the order again.
Okay.
So I will say now, people within this 10 feet radius, you have now all feel a variety of effects. You feel a wave of cowardice. So you start shaking and trembling as fear begins to grip you, and then depravity begins to set in as you start to lose your train of thought. Then the despair sinks in as all these effects begin to cascade and crash over you. You begin to feel hopelessness, and then a burst of impulsive anger as well. All these, and also like impulsive, like just spontaneous, like evilness begins to well up in you, and anger and wrath, and all these emotions begin to just bubble inside of you. Everyone within 30 feet, you realize you are in the presence of some sort of really great evil. If you can feel it tugging at your soul, at the very fiber of your big being. All right, Benji, I thought I would probably describe that first before you acted.
Well, I can't flank. So I can't really do anything useful.
Do you mind if I suggest something?
Mm-hmm.
So if I was Benji, what I would probably do is, you're right, the positioning that you are is probably not the best. So what I would probably do is set myself up for concealment, which would be hiding, going around this wall, and like probably range would be better option. So I would probably try to make myself go here, even if it takes a whole round to move there. What's your movement? I don't know.
15. So
15 feet? That's it? That's all Benji can move? Holy shit, why is it so short?
Do you have the heavy armor penalty for that active?
No.
Are you sure?
That
Yes.
seems pretty...
Cal can check as well. It's basically because I'm
like
a small
you got
thing.
small legs.
Yeah,
You can
like I'm medium and my movement is 20.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. Okay, so but you're also wearing heavy armor, Dante, as one of the reasons
My
why.
speed is 30 and I'm a medium human as well.
It's medium armor.
I think most people are 25 actually. Right? Or Brian, what's Brian at?
Yeah, it's just...
Oh, you're right.
Fuck.
When I take off my armor, it's like goes
25,
up to
right?
30.
Oh, good,
No,
30.
30.
Brian,
I
what's
have
your
32. 30.
Muna?
Mine is 30.
Wait, I have one place on my character sheet where it says 30 and another place
so no.
where it says 20,
Yeah.
which is very confusing.
So if
it
I
should be...
run, it's 45 feet.
Okay. So medium it should be 30, and a small should be 20. So I think it's if you have heavy armor on, it takes away 10.
For me, medium armor takes away 10.
Or medium. Okay, shit.
I have
So
light
you should have
armor
20
on.
anyways, Benji, but it doesn't matter. What I would probably do is run behind the wall there, take a full movement action, and stealth while you're doing it, and then roll a stealth check.
Okay.
So then you're
Oh,
hidden.
But the thing is, I can't run if I'm stealthed.
Yeah, no. It's you're running for cover and you're stealthing at the same time, as if like by the time you get behind the wall, they're gonna not really be able to see you. You can roll the stealth then.
Okay, but then I can only move 15 feet.
Wait, you're running. You're pretty much running.
But you just said I can't stealth. But if I want to stealth, I have to move. It's half my movement.
A rat
No,
folk
no,
have
no.
a base speed of 20 feet.
No,
20
so
feet. And why
if
is my speed?
you're not
15?
stealth, so you have to think about it this way. Benji is sprinting as fast as he can to get hidden going behind the wall, and then that's when he's stealthing. So he's hidden at the beginning of his next turn. Does that make sense?
Yes. I'm just trying to see now why my speed is 15 instead of 20. Okay. Anyway, I will then run 5, 10.
I know why my speed is that. It's because I lost my strength, so now I'm medium load. That's why.
20.
I have encumbrance right now.
Oh, you might be encumbered. That could be the case. Not for you though. Oh, and also, I think Benji is slower. Okay, so now I realize what it is. It's 15 feet, Benji, because you have your weight.
He's saying you're fat.
No, you're just 1 pound over medium load. That's why.
Yeah, I'm seeing it now. I'll look at that in a sec.
You gotta drop something.
Get my turn done.
All right, yeah. So
Pathfinder first edition is so annoying. I moved. This is 15 feet.
I think you have another 15 in you, so you could probably get
Okay.
behind that wall.
5, 10, 15.
And then,
Okay, and then I roll a stealth check.
because you get that for free whenever you make a movement action.
Yes. Let me just. No, I can't get the freaking toggle. Okay. Stealth. That's 20. Then I will use another free action to drop my dagger.
Okay. You got it.
And I think that's my turn.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's pretty quietly, like you drop it as on the ground.
Yes,
Leonard.
yes. But I'm basically I'm using the game's terminology.
Yeah.
Because it's a free action to drop a weapon because I have to take out my crossbow
You got it.
in the
Leonard.
next turn.
Just imagine it's kind of like Benji, like running this way and stops here, but he like kind of tosses the dagger and it clinks, so it looks like he's actually like over here.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Why is it where I am?
It is just selling
It's
out
okay.
Briar.
You barely even notice the dagger clinging on the floor.
I can't see anything there. It's darkness for me.
Leonard.
I also can't select what I draw.
I got you.
Alright, what was he said? What did he? Jesus Christ, my brain doesn't work. What did he say? Can you remind me?
He was talking about how he's surprised that you're whipping him when he thought that you brought him a gift as a peace offering.
Right. Alright, and does he seem hostile right now? Besides, like, actually, no, there's that aura of fear thing, right?
It's various auras.
Eh,
So I think in Leonard's brain, it probably doesn't take much for you to realize, like, not a good situation to be in.
Let me.
But what does Leonard do? So you can always try to figure out more with like knowledge checks, your profession check, the Edivane profession that you have.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, can I use the Edivane profession, kind of like just to?
But that
try and
wouldn't be
figure
like
out.
a free action then.
What kind of action would it be? Like a full action?
Not a full action. I would say it's a standard action. So you're still able to move and do other stuff, like a movement and a swift, but you're going to have to rack your brain for it.
I mean, tagging is almost pointless. Like, I rolled a 19 and still missed. So yeah, I will try that.
Gotta roll a 20, bro. It's an automatic hit. Alright. Roll your profession. Edivane.
23.
23. There has been, like, you have been around paladins before, right? And you do know, and some of your ancestors may have very well been a paladin, right? And I think you recognize this to be something similar to that, but a cruel, twisted version of such. And from what you're feeling, this is a powerful entity. Very powerful. Oh, also, probably the telltale sign of someone who's also undead. Pale skin, lifeless eyes, sharp teeth.
Alright, I will do my blessing. Where is it? This one?
Uh-huh.
So my whip is gonna have like a silvery glow to it. I'm gonna kind of like, pull it in front of me, kind of defensively. I'm gonna just say, like, I don't know what you're talking about, demon, but I'm not letting you touch my companions.
Okay. Briar, you just heard what Edivane said. Not you guys. Actually, no one knows that he's an Edivane. So it's the first time you guys heard Leonard or somebody being addressed as Edivane, number one, but he is looking at Leonard. And number two, Briar, I guess that's when it kind of clicks in your mind. The thing that I whispered to you, now you can associate that with Leonard. What do you do?
Yeah.
Kill Leonard.
Stab him in the back! You're flanking! You're flanking!
I'm
Super agent.
sitting, but I'm also like, also turning to Leonard when he says that, and I'm like, your companions, I mean, he's clearly here for you and not for us.
I'm gonna use my
I'd
reaction
like
to
to
say,
say-
you can take the one behind me, but that's it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know.
I will give you them.
And
That's the
I
peace
don't know
offering.
how about you, but I'm in no condition to fight at all. So let's talk this out.
Are you saying this out loud?
I say this out loud, yeah.
Okay. All right, noted. You can definitely tell, even with a what was like a 26 on your diplomacy check, he's not really interested in you. This figure, his eyes, his fiery eyes, are only focused on Leonard at this moment. Does that end your turn, Briar, or would you like to move?
Can I, when I sit, like scoop back?
I mean, you can
can
move
take a
and
5 foot.
you can move and sit if you want to. Like, you don't have to like sit
Yeah.
and move. You can move and sit.
I
As
just move back.
yeah. Okay.
I scoop back. I
Briar-
don't stand up and go back. I just scoop back while
got it.
sitting.
Briar just scooches back out of the way as if maybe dodging like an AoE attack.
This is not my fight.
Like a cone. Okay.
I'm not such a bloodthirsty monster, dude. That came out wrong. I'm not just such a bloodthirsty guy like Leonard is, who has to fight everything and anyone.
Oh well. So, all right.
Spider attack Briar.
So it's now this person's turn, and I think one thing is that when Briar scoots away, his eyebrows go up. He has everyone roll a perception check. Actually, who can see this?
Oh, damn it.
Benji,
I
you can.
can't see anything.
Me too.
Benji, you can peek across the wall. That's what's going to let you be able to shoot people on the other side of the wall. But
19.
19.
Me
Leonard.
too.
Yeah, everyone. So visibly, Benji, Briar, Leonard, you guys see this person's eyebrows go up as Briar scoots away. And then his kind of brows furrow a little bit when that happens. You're not really quite sure why. I think Benji, I think you piece together that there is some sort of confusion here, and Briar moving away has made the confusion a little bit worse.
Oh no.
Now this guy's like a little bit more confused, and yeah, sure. Those who fail the perception may take a cookie. And Nox, you should have taken another cookie for the other thing as well. The low perception check. So you should have 8. Alright, and then with his action, what he's going to do is begin to chant. There is a verbal and somatic component to this. So all of you can make a reaction if you have like a counter spell or like a attack of
Take an attack of opportunity.
you may do so.
Is it considered flat-footed because of spider?
You are flanking.
No, you're flanking, so you get a plus
Not
2.
flat-footed though. His turn. He already made his turn.
Yeah, I think that's Pathfinder.
So yeah, he's gonna start chanting. And as he begins to slam down on his fist, roll your attack of opportunities. Ooh, you want to take a crit failure card and get 100 XP right here, 150?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All right. I don't know how crit fails work with unarmed attacks, but go ahead and show us what you get there.
We will see. The roll and
Put it out. Let's see it.
I cannot see the whole thing.
Okay, hold on. Let me make it smaller so that everyone can see. How about now?
Yeah, I can see it. See, it's mainly.
So what is that?
So
natural?
I told you it was
I
sharp.
would say it's natural.
It's natural, right? So stop hitting yourself.
Oh, great, fantastic.
The attack deals damage to you instead of the target. Take 150 XP, roll and how much damage is that? Oh, you also rolled terrible in damage.
Yeah, well, that's not great damage.
So, describe to us real quick what happens here.
So Nox is like, he just fucking woke up. He's like standing up, he's running over, getting his shield, and as he punches, he leans his body forward too much and then hits himself in the back of the head with his fists.
So you punch your own back of your head with your fist?
Yeah,
That
I
is
reel the
comical.
arm back and I lean forwards and then just fucking hit myself.
I can't see that happening.
That's hilarious. Okay. All right. So that's Nox.
At 150 HP?
Yeah, 150 XP for that. Leonard, whip goes out again, but this time, it's not even. And I know you did your blessing, but you could see that your silvery, like the silvery sheen of your whip, is dwarfed by the darkness in front of you. And the spell goes off. Oh, wait, does Spider make an attack of opportunity here?
Yeah.
Go ahead, roll. 19 does
The
not hit.
spider is evil, if that matters.
No, it does not. So after the spell goes off, how many hit dice is everyone currently getting?
Again?
Well, hit dice is
Hit dice.
equal
4.
to our level. So
Yeah, 4.
3.
Has anyone
yeah,
else
right.
used any?
No.
No.
No,
What
we
you
don't
used?
get to rest.
You can always do a
Yes.
short rest, but
Yeah, I think that's 5e, no?
That's probably.
but is that like you only use your
You-
hit dice on the rest? Okay.
No, you
on the
don't
long
use
rest?
your hit dice even when you rest.
So when
That's
do you
not
use
how-
your hit dice?
You generally don't.
Oh, okay.
I think
So
it's
it's
just meant for
levels.
like maybe some spells, maybe
Okay.
like sleep or something.
So what is everyone's hit dice then? 4?
3.
3.
3. Okay. So 3 Nox, 3 Muna, 3 Benji, 3 Briar. It's 12. All 4 of you go to sleep as his spell finishes. Wait. I do believe there's a will save. I'm sorry. All of you can roll a will save. Nox, you have a -4 to it.
Excellent. That's 10.
It's a 10.
Cookie.
Hello, Ram.
No cookie for the fail saves.
No.
Let's see. Benji, through some sheer willpower, how does Benji break out of this enchanting effect for sleep?
Blinks his eyes. Squeals. Not today.
All right, not today. But you do watch as Nox, Briar slumps over, Muna slumps over. I guess it'll do the spider too. What's the hit dice on the spider?
And just
No, the spider
falls over.
Well, the spider's also, I think, 2, but it disappears when I go to sleep.
Oh, anyways, it's gone. Spider's gone. All right, and then you see your companions fall to sleep, except for Leonard. Is Leonard scared?
Extremely.
Okay. What are some visible symptoms of his scaredness, or is he like trying to stuff it in?
Yeah, he's trying to like keep it in, like showing more anger than fear, but it's just fear masks his anger.
Okay, I like it. Roll a will save then. -4.
Another one?
Yeah. This is just to
Another
see
one.
any like visible signs of fear.
Do you say minus something?
-4.
-4. Okay. 5.
It's a 1. You tell me.
No, I already did.
Oh, shit. Okay, so 5. You tell me what are some signs that Benji could see where like Leonard is truly afraid for his life? I think like just generally, just like overcome with fear.
Absolutely
Yeah.
shitting himself.
Yeah, Benji
That's
just
a nat
seeing, like, the
one.
back of his pants get bigger and bigger. No, I'm kidding. Like I said before, he stands kind of defensively with the whip, like, kind of stretching the whip out with both hands. But Benji probably like sees like, Leonard just being very stiff, not as loose as he should be to, dodge and like move. And like his hands that are like stretching the whip are just like shaking.
Okay, Nox, it is now your turn. He will say one thing though, before it goes to Nox. After he casts the spell, he will say, "You and me will speak." Nox, you can attempt to wake up. Wait, how does sleep work now? Like, I guess, affected creature slapping.
Yeah, I
Sleeping
think there's a
creatures
will
are
save.
helpless.
Yeah.
What does helpless mean?
I mean, you can coup de grace them. It just means they can't do anything, like they're like can't do anything, like they're.
They are helpless.
Does that mean that they can
with
make
that-
saves though?
You can always make saves.
Yeah.
Trying to look at like what.
I mean, we are treated as having a dexterity of 0, right? I'm not sure about like reflex saves. I mean, they're obviously getting worse.
Doesn't really say like can it.
We're
Can
also
you-
paralyzed.
Says
Nothing affects.
saves, I guess, but it doesn't say like when you get to make another save, which I think is the issue here.
The duration is 1 minute per level.
Right, but so are they? You're out for that duration.
We're out. Yeah. Unless he goes over and slaps one of us, unless he uses a standard action, or
All right.
the application of an aid another.
Okay. Nox, Muna, you guys are both out. Benji.
Yeah.
This is your moment.
Okay.
Stealth attack. Crossbow. Nat 20.
Sure, that wouldn't bode for the guy's heart.
Okay.
Sure, he's a vampire.
I'll try to.
Oh
shoot
yeah, and with your
my
perception check, I
crossbow.
think you also understand that he is a vampire as well. Pretty powerful.
We're doomed.
Now we can take him.
Okay. I'm gonna try and shoot with my crossbow. That's a 24 to hit.
Leonard, to your surprise, you hear a quite come from the corner of this dark.
Oh. Yeah, go ahead.
And
It hits.
you watch as the bolt travels and then breaks across his armor. He does not even look. But you're probably like, that was Benji.
We don't know that for certain.
Well, not being able to hit him on a 24, I'm just gonna be like, oh crap.
I'm in danger.
You guys don't see this, but Benji literally turned around and is looking at this exit. All right. Leonard, it is your turn.
Alright. I think Leonard realizes like he's way over his head. Out of his death. He's fucked. So he's gonna try to like relax a bit and just like look at this thing in the eyes and just say, alright, we can talk. Just leave the rest be.
Roll a diplomacy check.
Alright, could I cast... Let me just see.
For those who fell asleep, added 100 XP for you guys. Benji, you can also take a cookie for that crossbow shot.
I think I can just cast this before, right?
Yeah, sure.
Not sure. Right.
I am going to spend a cookie.
4?
I'm going to give myself 10 XP and ding!
Okay. After your
shit.
long rest. Wow, nice. Level up. Level 4, nice. 17. Okay. The figure before you smiles because it's his turn, and we're gonna go out of combat now. Benji, at any time you can act during this conversation, but you do not have to.
Okay.
So
He's already out the door.
with combat gone and you guys being asleep for several minutes, this person is gonna smile when you say don't hurt the others. And he's gonna say, then why did you bring these companions to me? If not for an early grave. As he pushes Nox with his feet, and Nox slides like maybe 15 feet this way and thuds against the wall. Not like hard.
Does this count as a slap to wake me up?
Are you sure you want to wake up?
Broken glass here.
I
No.
will. Okay, then no.
Do it, coward! Do it! Do it! You think I'm
Even if
scared?
you wake up, I think you should just pretend to sleep.
Wake me up, I'll fucking kill him
I
right
think
here.
it is better if Nox is just asleep here.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking try, Mikhail, I can take him.
And he's gonna say, yeah, that's what he says. Why bring your companions to me, if not for an early grave? It a vain.
And he's like his lips are moving, but no words are coming out. Then he like gulps very hard, and then some words. He managed to get some words out, and he says, "Oh, we're here looking for an old man. I don't know who you are. I don't know how you know who I am."
He is going to push you aside. You may react if you like. He's gonna roughly like just kind of not like he's like a bully or anything. He's just moving you out of his way. But for you, it's like an incredible force. As he just like pushes you. What would that be? It's a plus 24 for his combat bonus. So he's gonna just manhandle you, but not like in like I'm trying to do that just to get you out of the way, and step towards Briar. When you told him that you really like, you're just like, I have no idea, right? Why? Like this is all like, that's when he's gonna be like, interesting, and he's gonna push you out of the way, and you see him hover over Briar. And for a moment, like you watch as he begins to bend down. I mean, like, does Leonard think that this person is going to kill Briar at this moment? Would Leonard do anything or interfere with what this person's about to do?
Leonard's like, here's a dagger.
There's a dagger to your right over there.
Yeah.
Benji dropped his dagger right there.
That's
It's like,
their favorite.
let me flank.
Yeah, can you flank him?
Drag him out here so we can flank him. All right, so nothing,
I
right?
think he like very stiffly kind of like, stop.
Okay, that's all you're
Tries
gonna
to take
do.
like probably takes like a very stiff step like this towards him,
Okay.
but not managing anything more.
I think at that point he's gonna glare at you, and he's gonna roll an intimidate check here for you. Here. And then roll me. So you roll me like a, I don't know, whatever you want to roll here, like a Constitution or like a strength or strength or will, like whatever you want to roll here. Fortitude.
Will, I guess.
You can roll at a vain profession if you'd like.
Sure.
And he's intimidating you right now. He's trying to intimidate you.
9.
All right, so he
intimidated.
beat you are you are intimidated 4 times over. I'm not gonna tell you what it rolled, but it's really high. And so when you yell stop at him, he glares at you. You are intimidated. He goes back to Briar, and he reaches out these like long, pale, calloused fingers. Hand of a fighter, not like a vampire, like not one of those masquerade vampires, like he is a fighter. And he reaches down towards Briar. You squeak out a stop, and then a flash of some sort of light comes out as he gets near Briar. Briar, this is enough to wake you up out of your sleep. Your eyes open, and you see this vampire hunched over, staring down at you, his hand outreached to you. What do you do?
I just stare, trying not to move.
Do you say anything?
But I just whisper again, like, who are you?
This figure, he stands up, looks down at you. Stand up. Rise.
I do so. I learned that it's better to do what you were told.
Where?
Since when?
Where? did you receive that gift? From who gave you that?
Can I see what he's looking at?
He's not making any visible, like, outward.
Okay,
It's up to Barrier to
I'm-
try to figure out what he's talking about here.
Looking
yeah,
at your-
I'm
looking at
just
your
outright
penis.
asking. I'm just outright asking. What do you mean?
Where did you get that?
What is that? I have a lot of stuff in what do you mean?
He takes another step forward, much closer to you. Really close now. When did Ludovic give you that?
I look at him. I glance at Leonard.
Leonard just looks very scared.
I
Petrified even.
look back at him. Are you how is it pronounced again? Malleus?
Pronounced my daddy.
My daddy.
Are you Malleus?
Show it to me.
I take the flute out.
He reaches for it, and then that flash of light comes out again, and he withdraws, he grimaces, and he tears, like, he just like, "Aah!" and punches the wall right next to Briar's head. Rock and debris explode outwards, but none of them pierce through Briar's skin.
Mashed carrots. That was my favorite baby food.
What?
It's like life flashing before your eyes kind of thing.
As the wall explodes, you watch as, like, you should have gotten hurt, Briar, but something is preventing it from happening. And with that, Maliaz smiles with this maniac smile, and he says, "Oh, he is good. He is very good." As he pulls out, like, as he raises his shirt up, like his, like, armor, he begins to, like, undress his armor. You can now take a pop shot at him if you'd like. He is undonning his armor, which effectively makes him much easier to hit.
Somebody hit him in the balls.
I don't know if I should. I'm gonna watch the situation.
Okay, because, like, it does take a significant chunk of his AC off, but
And 5 minutes.
we're not sure. But they're still out for, like, a good amount of time. So, all right. So he takes his breastplate off and shows you, like, this gem that's embedded in his pale undead flesh. Still's got a rock hard bod though. Like, he's got, like, he's got, like, a broad
Wow.
chest. He's got, like, wow. He's, like, he's still very fit even for a vampire, but
She goes, wow.
you see that gem and it almost sings in tune with the flute that you possess in your hand, Briar. As he begins to re-equip his armor slowly, do you say anything? Because it is now quiet. And Leonard, you're also just standing there Do you say anything? Do either of you say anything as he's
Did I
I-
hear his name?
Yes,
I would just
you did.
mutter.
How do you spell that real quick, please?
What did you just say, Nina? You
I
get
would
on your
just
knees, you
mutter.
said?
No, I
no.
would mutter more to myself than to anyone else.
Okay.
I don't know what you want. I was just a mere slave. He got rid of me. He wanted to kill me.
He smiles. If Luvik wanted to kill you, you would already be dead. No, he had a different plan. He believes himself so clever, but one thing that bastard does not think of is that fate always deems necessary. Fate always has its own plans. And that is how phylacteries work. He points to his own chest, points to your flute. You imbecile. You don't understand what you were carrying this whole time, and that is the shrewdness of Luvik. But you must be the third. I am the first. And together, you and me will find the second. And within the three of us, when all Luvik's phylacteries all combined, we will kill him.
I am not strong enough to kill him. If I would have been, I wouldn't be here.
Then give me your flute, and I will leave you all in peace. Except for maybe the Edivane. It's been long since I fed, and now his blood tastes the sweetest. I should know. I've tasted it many times before. And he looks over his shoulder, Leonard, and he shoots you a wicked grin.
Like hearing his name, can I do like a admin check to see if like I can recognize it from like?
This is more of like a history, knowledge, religion check. Knowledge, what would be like? What's some of the knowledge again? Knowledge.
Didn't we make like the admin profession to be kind of like?
Yeah, this is more like lore though. This isn't really about
more
like monster hunting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess religion, sure.
Yeah, knowledge, religion is fine. Or history, if there is a history. I don't know.
There is, but same check. So
Okay.
14.
No. It's a pretty high DC. It's 20 DC to understand where he's from. It's obscured, but one thing is you're pretty sure of like the last events, like current events, right? So whatever happened here is probably a long time ago. That's probably what.
He's about to ask what he's talking about, and he remembers like the books talking about like his family going back way more than he thought.
Yeah.
So instead of saying anything, he just like again just kind of like swallows, trying to think of a way out, but just terrified, and his mind is not like working.
What does Briar do?
I just look at him and I'm answering. I do know why you want to see Luvik dead after all that he
Give
did.
me a flute. And he nods his head, raises his hands.
The flute is my livelihood.
He's gonna cast a spell on you.
Finger of death.
Touch of corruption is definitely gonna kill you, but no, he's gonna raise his hand and cast a spell. It's going to fail, which is a command spell. It's like he commands you to drop it. It auto fails, and he like you could see like the rage beginning to build up in him. Give me the flute. He's gonna step over to Muna.
No, wait.
Out.
I'll give it to you, but give me a different flute.
He's gonna raise his sword.
Tell him not to hurt us, and you'll give it to him.
Stop it!
How do you coup de grace again?
Just a full action.
I step forward too.
That's probably.
You can do it.
I step forward with a please stop it. I'll give it to you.
Okay. He'll sheathe this sword again.
And if you promise not to do anything to Leonard, to let him go to...
I will make no promises. I promise you that you will not all die here. The man sleeping in the corner, the Shadowfell youngling, and even the Yosoki hiding behind the corner.
I could give you years worth of information on Ludwig.
Me the flute.
I'll hand the flute over.
When Briar begins to hand the flute over, Briar realizes that, like, how does Briar give it to Malias? Like, what manner? Describe, like, the action that you're taking.
I kinda hold it in my fist and reach my arm out, like turning my hand so if I let it go, it would fall down into his hand if he catches it.
And he puts his hand out. You raise his hand above it, and you let go. The flute does not drop. And Malias's eyes widen with rage. Let it go! Give me the flute! He begins to try to snatch it, but that same flash of light, psh, and he screams once more, takes his sword out, spins around, steps to Muna.
I don't know what you want. I tried to give it to you. I throw if he wants to hurt Luna, I throw my flute at him.
Briar.
I don't know, at the same time, I'm also gonna try to trip.
I'm just baiting Cal.
That is yeah, sure. You roll your combat maneuver check.
CMB, right?
Yes, it's a CMB.
22.
That does not hit.
Did you add the +2 from your...
Yeah, I did.
That does not work. So I think in this case, Muna, Briar, you roll me a diplomacy check. If you don't hit a 24, he is going to coup de grace Muna.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Wow, I'm looking it up right now, like how much damage to do.
Insta death.
Insta death. I'm guaranteed it's insta death. Yeah.
No.
You can. No. It does. it does. It's not insta death. It's just an insta crit. It's an
There's
insta crit.
also like a fit. I think you have to like make a fortitude save as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, versus the damage
If
taken.
you don't
like,
die, if you don't die from the hit.
Yeah.
Okay. But Briar, what the like? You have to. I need something from Briar to like make him like snap out of his anger, like something.
I'm kind of hysteric, like on the verge of being hysterical. I don't know why it's not going to work. I don't know why you can't give it. I don't know what Ludwig did.
With that, he spins around, says, "Then you will help me if I can't take the phylactery from you. You will accompany me as we look for the second." Bid.
Third.
What did you say?
Nah, I'm just joking. Third,
Oh.
because like he already has one.
He did say he's the first, Briar's the third. They need to find
Oh,
the
I missed
second.
that. Sorry.
Bid farewell to your friends.
No, I don't want to go back.
We will go back after we
I
find
won't.
the second.
I will never go back. I won't step a foot inside Ludwig's mansion. No.
That is unfortunate for you. But that isn't always necessary. As long as we find the second phylactery, then we should be able to destroy them all, thus weakening Ludwig. And I will get my vengeance. I will not let you go, knowing what you possess. But I am unable to harm you.
See, I don't want to. I'm not perfectly fine with how life is right now, but it is better than being on revenge for Ludwig. I want to see him dead, but I don't want to. Someone else can kill him. I don't want to spend my life on revenge.
But I do. So, you will walk up those stairs with me, and we will leave. Or I will start killing one of your companions in front of you. I'll let you decide on which one dies first. And I will be perfectly clear that my blade stroke is the quickest and merciless way. There are more ways to make it more cruel and painful. You are mine now. Ludwig's third. You belong to me.
As he says that, Leonard is just gonna like run up and try to punch him.
Go ahead, roll your attack.
Alright, so I actually want to like.
Do you have like an item that you want to use, or what are you trying to do?
No, it's not an item. It's like an ability. So this is the ability. Like I haven't used it yet. This is kind of like where I want it to awaken.
Ooh.
So when I do a successful touch attack, I gain information on the creature. But it's basically this is just Leonard kind of just being
I get
scared,
you.
not knowing what to do. So he's like, punch the problem.
Okay, roll your attack. FYI, successfully, this could also be a attack of opportunity, but it's okay.
Yeah, I know. I think it's just like a melee thing, right?
Yeah, like a touch attack.
Yeah,
Fine.
it's a touch attack.
And
It is against touch AC.
His touch AC is it's like compared to his regular AC is much less. So if anyone has cookies here, it's not enough though.
Oh,
I can
I have this.
What do you
I
have?
can only give you
10 gold.
10 gold.
I didn't say it was needed.
All right. Who gave the +1?
I did.
Oh, Leonard. Okay. Take 100 XP for this, Leonard. As you touch him, what is it that you want to learn?
Right.
I need a knowledge skill check too, right? It's like 15 plus your word plus.
So you can
Oh no.
to learn about.
As
your-
if-
It's if he hits, he
Yeah.
just gets that.
Yeah.
15 plus your war level, priest level, 13. What's your wisdom? 18
Minus
plus
4.
1.
Plus 1. 18, 19. Okay. On a 19 check, -4. Somehow you learn less. Things that
How
you
much
knew
XP?
about him go
100
back
you said?
into like the away from you. You forget shit. So with the 19, I think what you get
What
is
is family even?
like the amount of knowledge is overwhelming. This person has lived for many centuries, super old. I think this one part of the story is where you see Malyaz with Luvik. They're laughing, they're crying, they're drinking. They begin to tenderly kiss. And Malyaz takes Luvik to the chambers where you hear more laughter. Then you also see the betrayal, the whispering tyrant, this ungodly figure towering over even someone like Malyaz, condemning him to life, ever haunted by the whispering tyrant's servants. For Malyaz's entire life, he will never know a moment of quiet and peace. For wherever he is, any undead creature in 100-mile radius will be attracted to him and start making their way towards him. That's when you click the pieces, Leonard, in your mind. Why would Malyaz be here? What's the reason? Because hallowed grounds are the only place Malyaz can stay without being completely overrun by undead. Corpses that might have not been undead turn undead into his presence, just so they continue to scratch at him and try to claw his eyes out, try to do anything they can. Based on the power of Malyaz, it's probably more of a hindrance, but imagine just constantly having to fend off skeletons, shadows, ghosts, like everything and all above. And then one last vision that you see here. And you can ask some questions too. But on Malyaz's person, hidden away is one of his most prized possessions. And it's a whip called Spine Lash. A whip formed from the spinal bones of champions of Taldor, your ancestors. And you can feel that terrible, evil whip on this person with you right now. Then you come back. Are there any like questions that you want to know?
Since he knows like about my family, did I get any like inclination, or like maybe what ancestor he met, like what kind of relationship they had, what happened between them?
Mostly, it's probably just good versus evil type of thing, where the Edavanes are the ones who march against the evil, and he's on the side of evil. So it's like, it's not like a romantic relationship or anything with the Edavanes. For Malyas, he looks at it as hunter prey, and what's the best prey? The Edavanes.
Okay. And you mentioned like some kind of whispering tyrant. Sounds familiar, but I'm not sure exactly who that is.
The Whispering Tyrant, you probably know this, is it's like the lich, like this Lich King that ruled over the kingdom that Briar's like from so it's Ustalav is the kingdom, and Califas is the capital city, and the Whispering Tyrant pretty much was held in power until like the Taldorians and like basically all the other good countries like got together and like, we should drive this fucking Lich King out of this kingdom, right? And so they started a crusade, and they were eventually able to drive him out.
The Shining Crusade.
Yeah. One more question, or we'll move on. I think it gave Nina ample enough time to decide what to do next here.
All right. So I got the impression that like Ludwig and this guy were lovers, and this guy was human or whatever, and then he got turned into the vampire by Spring Tyrant. But what about? By Ludwig?
Yeah. So during the sex scene that I didn't show you, you realize like Ludwig turns him, and then abandoned.
Yeah. Wasn't sure, were they like just lovers and then they both got turned by this? All right.
No, like Ludwig is older as a vampire. If you want to know more about the drama, then I will tell you one thing. You do see when the Whispering Tyrant turns on Malyas, in the corner in the shadows, you see Ludwig and his consort of vampires. There's maybe like 10 or 12 vampires who are waiting nearby. And as Malyas gets shunned away from the Whispering Tyrant, you see those 10, 12 vampires begin to smile. And you realize Ludwig is responsible for turning the Whispering Tyrant against his most loyal and talented general, which is Malyas.
Alright. Then no more questions.
All right, that means Briar. He's giving you an ultimatum here. Leave with him, or he's going to just kill everyone here.
Oh God, this is gonna be so bad.
But I think you can roll me a perception check if you'd like. Anyone can here.
Okay.
In your sleep.
9.
It's applicable. Like, I mean, it makes sense. That you're pretty.
19.
Wow, that's pretty high for somebody who's deep sleeping.
You dream about this.
Yeah.
No, I'm just sleeping.
Yeah, Nox is just sleeping.
Incoming.
Do I roll it too?
Yeah.
Right.
I think Leonard and Benji, you guys come to the same conclusion here at the same time.
And Muna, I was got higher.
Yeah, Muna too. In his sleep, he's listening to all this. I think you guys come to the same conclusion here. Like, this guy wants the flute, right? It doesn't seem like Briar can give him the flute, but it also doesn't seem like he can force Briar to do anything either. Like, no matter how powerful this guy is, he'll never be able to overpower whatever magic of the phylactery is. Probably because all of you saw that his phylactery is like a gem embedded in his fucking body. So whatever effects that Briar has with their phylactery, this person probably affects more. It's more like affecting them as well. So whatever connection this is makes it that Maliaz can't really do anything to Briar. But he does seem pretty serious about his threat about killing everyone until Briar consents. But at the same time, that's not going to ever like fully make Briar consent, right? Like Briar can only consent if Briar wants to consent, no matter what this guy does. If Briar ultimately says no, it's still always going to be no.
The thing
Consent is important.
him saying Briar is his property. It's turning a switch. That's why I said this is probably going to be bad.
But you can tell this guy is like, yeah, he probably also has no qualms about killing these people either.
I think he's scared. I think he's not gonna do it.
This thing is what I wanna do is
what does Briar do?
getting it's like a flip is switched because like it's like
you're going from one master to another, right?
I am not an object. I do not want to be perceived as something that
is owned
by someone, and especially not by people who just think they are above everything. Apparently, I just take the flute and stab it to his like when you take something and point it to someone's chest and stab them lightly. I'm like,
okay. As you do that, you visibly see this flash of lights spark, and you visibly see him get pushed back as he's like, "Argh!"
You do not call me an object. I'm not anyone's possession. You want me to help you and you threaten me. I just like and while I say this, I continuously like use the flute to let my anger out.
Are you moving with him? Because he's like stepping back as you're doing it.
I guess I step in front of him. I have enough, you know.
Okay. If you get too close, he's just gonna pick up Nox by his head and then use him as a shield. No, just like swing Nox's unconscious body in front of him as a shield.
Smart man.
I will not hurt Nox. He's hurt enough.
No, I mean it's just a joke. But you could do it if you wanted to, but nah. As you're doing that, like. You can see like some of that initial rage starts to like drain out of him a little bit.
Yeah, I guess at first I won't let him come to speak because I'm just rage talking. Like you just saying that proves that you are no better than Ludwig, and if you want Ludwig dead, well, guess what? You are better off dead anyway. And maybe that phylactery thing, I don't even know what that does, isn't affecting you if you are dead. So what? Let us just kill you here. Maybe that's the best option for everyone.
All right, I think at this point I need an intimidation check here from you. And I'm gonna say that he will roll a straight D20.
Oh god.
So it's like a 50% chance here. Yeah. He kind of like, so you just did your spiel and your duel pretty much, and you push him back, and he's like, "But what of your friends? I can end them here. I might not be able to touch you, but your friends are all inconsensual to me, or inconsequential to me. Insignificant. I can kill them all in a blink of an eye. Is that what you want?
They are all that inconsequential
I-
breakfast.
I look him straight in the eye, and I say, "Well, try to touch them when I have you backed into a corner, and keep you from getting to them." I want to
Okay.
strike him again, so he's in the corner.
He is close. He is
And
close to
in the corner,
Nox
just
now.
arms out like.
When
get
you
out.
when you say that, I'm gonna ask you to roll a contested acrobatics check here. He doesn't have it as a skill, so it's what's a 14 on Dex? Like what is that? Like a plus 3?
2.
Plus 2? Plus 2? So he has a plus 2. What's your acrobatics?
+9.
All right, you have a significant advantage here. Shit, it's a 4. Where do you move before he can move? He lunges towards Nox.
Well, I block him.
All right, you just stand right in front of Nox, and he kind of withdraws. Ah! You bastard! You want to prevent me from getting my revenge? Why?
I'm gonna take the opportunity to wake up.
Okay, you wake up Muna. Muna begins to stir. What do you say?
Oh, the banana hammock.
You are no bad from that short amount of time that I saw you. You are not an ounce better than Ludwig is, and I'm not following anyone who's like Ludwig at all.
Oh.
Wait, 1 second. What does like Leonard say to Muna? Like, what do you guys do?
No, I just kind of like shake him awake, like put my hand over his mouth, and then just whisper, like kind of like get out, like looking towards like where we came from. Yeah, and just away.
Okay, and then
So
Muna
turn
just
to
moves.
Nox.
Doesn't say anything.
I'm like, yeah, I will. I'm just moving slowly.
So Mal, when you say that to Maliaz, I think like when he like, I need a diplomacy check here, and then you can wake up Nox next.
Oh my lord!
Oh yeah. You can take a good cookie there. Good cookie. Oh, also Nina, you should give Briar 200 XP for that clutch diplomacy check that saved Muna's life for sure.
Nah, I would have made it anyway.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I would. Also, Cal, by the way, if you read what I wrote, the reason I say instant death is because it's the damage dealt plus 10 in a save, which is an absurd.
Well, I mean, you can get 4. He can get 4 technically.
Sure, but even if it's a 4, then we double it since it's a crit, you know? Then it's 8 plus 10, 18.
Yeah, that's pretty hard.
It is a very hard DC to beat.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. He's not gonna only do 4. It's a damn.
No, that's
But
not
with a nat 1, you can take a cookie, and I think what you like. So what you're pretty much saying is he's no different than Ludwig, and like you can see, like for a moment, there's like a sadness to his face when you say that. Like he's like shit, but then the rage takes over again, and it's like because he made me this way. It was Ludwig who turned me. It was Ludwig who broke me.
Hi, Benji. I think we're leaving.
Okay. Oh, that's all right. Didn't want to go without. All right.
I think I entered you. I'm sorry.
No,
You stomp.
just between your legs.
Yeah. Watch where you move. All right.
Who
So,
entered who in the
I
end?
don't see anything. It is driving me insane.
yeah. That's
Oh,
good.
right.
Well, they
Not
don't
even
see you.
Irish.
Well, I mean, it's all good. Okay. So Malyaz, that's pretty much what it says, and like you can see like the anger bubbling back up, and like for a second you almost had it, but he's just like, the anger takes over, and he's like, and you're the key for my revenge. Do you think I would let you leave so easily? Especially since you will not hand over the flute. It's a good idea. Because once you gave it to me, I would have killed you and everyone else here. I would have drained your blood. And I would have drained everyone here. I would have fed. And I would have saved you for last. You insolent wretch. You will obey me. Or I will haunt you. I will kill anyone and anything that ever gets within a 10-foot radius of you, Briar. Until you die. And then I will take that flute from your old, withered, sorry bones.
So
If
keep
you
it
can't
within 10-foot
take-
radius of them.
What was that?
He's gotta commit suicide then. I mean, like,
Oh, but he's immune to his own 10-foot thing.
see.
I'm gonna wake up Nox now.
Okay, you wake up, Nox. Nox, you wake up. This might not be a good here, but we'll see what happens. What do you say? Like, what do you guys do? Nox and Leonard.
I just like do the shushing motion and like motion with my head like towards the exit.
Is he over there? I will go get him.
Okay.
Starts running after him. Battle ready.
What? He didn't see the guy behind him?
He wasn't in my vision cone, man.
Oh, okay. All right. That works out. That checks out to me.
I'll go to like Nox here.
Leonard,
Is he over here?
It's me, Muna. We're leaving.
Right. What?
Yes. Come. I'll take your hand. If it's is it very dark right now, right? Or can you see?
yeah, it's dark for Nox.
Oh, I'll take your hand. Like it's me who's gonna touch you. Don't punch me or anything.
Okay.
I'm guiding you away.
And with Muna's help, Nox, you get guided away. That begs the question for Leonard.
Oh, he can stay. He made a friend.
Leonard is gonna take the distraction Briar is doing, and he's gonna go. Get away, Cookie. Can't see. There you go. God damn it, HP bar. Go. And he's gonna go here. And then
I
he's
don't
gonna.
know what you is. I don't see it.
He has an idea, and he's gonna sprint towards the entrance. Running as fast as he can.
Dude, if Briar was to look back on his shoulder, he will notice that there's no one left. It's hilarious.
Leonard's not abandoning him. He has a plan.
Like I wanted
I know
to
what your
keep
plan
him
is. I like
in
it.
check to not hurt the others. So it's probably good that everyone else got out.
Yeah. Okay. So after
I'm
he
already on the
says
fucking
that,
boat, man. I'm sailing off.
yeah, I'm off the
Cut to
island
me.
already, bro.
Yeah, come to me, just like sail, abandon the rest.
It's pure Pirates of the Caribbean, like, right? Like Jack Sparrow just running in the water, like, go,
Yeah.
go, go.
Yeah,
This gives me an idea, like, jump into the taxi, drive, give me an address, and pull out, like, just fucking drive.
The address is anywhere but here.
All right. So he told you, like, pretty much, like, the anger comes back, and he's just like, so, like, you have to be with him. Pretty much what he's saying. In order for him to get revenge, Briar is now essential.
It's
I
always
guess.
Nice to be appreciated.
That's why he can't kill Briar.
I guess there is.
It's got that plot on there.
The more angry he got with and spewing the "I'm gonna kill you and then I take your flute," it's like calmness washes over me as I answer. Do you really think you can touch the flute once I'm dead?
No, he actually said he's going to kill everyone that ever comes into contact around you. Forever, until eventually you die of old age or whatever. And then take the flute.
We should not let him back on the boat, I'm just saying.
So that was his threat. He was like, I can't hurt you, but I can hurt every single person that ever comes in contact with you. And he'll just be like, women, children, your family, anyone, dogs, cats, whatever. They all die. Wherever you go.
Lend yourself to Rask.
Yeah.
That would be fun, though. I would. That would be quite a spectacle.
He just sighs, a promise, a promise.
And sometimes I didn't say it wasn't me. Today, maybe it's me. What does Briar say? So here's what we can resolve this. You guys are in a stalemate. This is what they call like a Mexican standoff. Well, I think Mexican standoffs are 3 people, right? But this is one of those like standoffs where you guys both have guns pointed at each other. You more like a shield than a gun, and him with the gun. He can't hurt you. He needs you. You can't hurt him. You don't really need him, but he's telling you like he's gonna stalk you and be creepy. So there needs to be a compromise here.
If you can stalk me and kill everyone I come in contact with, you can also stalk me and come to me once you found the second phylactery without me having to go with you at this moment, and let me enjoy my freedom more.
Roll diplomacy check there.
It's a sound and logical compromise.
And it's a pretty sound and logical compromise.
I don't
What
like
did
it.
Briar say? I didn't hear.
27.
Oh, 27. So Briar is pretty much, it's to sum it up, what Briar is saying is that if you can just follow me anyways and just like follow me around or watch me wherever, then you can always do that without killing people anyways. And then once we find the second phylactery, eventually it'll come to us or something. Then you can always come back and get Briar again.
Or he can go and just find it without Briar and then find Briar.
Exactly. Or you can go find a second and then find Briar. But I think with the 27, it's a compelling argument. I think here he's gonna say, but unlike everyone else, I fail to be able to control you. Therefore, anything you say to me means nothing. Pure lies. Unfounded. You can run, and it will take me time to find you again. And that is time I do not want to waste. So if you want to run along and scurry with other weak little children that you call your friends, then there must be a way where I can detect you and call for you, beckon for you, and you are compelled to obey.
Did we reach the entrance of the tomb yet?
Yeah, sure.
Leonard would like to find whatever like ward is keeping out the undead and like disable it.
Roll a
Scratch
religion.
another bullet or
Roll a
whatever.
religion check. I'll say DC. But by this time, you see the sun starting to rise over the horizon. And I would say there are the corpses have now kind of died down. They've turned into like this dehydrated state in front of the ward. If you break the ward, you are going to technically rehydrate them. But you need to roll me a DC 20 religion check first. In order for you to even know how to destroy the ward.
Wait, so right now they're kind of like stasis mode or something because
Yeah.
it's daytime.
Yeah.
And
But-
how do I know they're gonna be like reanimated or whatever?
Because that's what happened last time. They're dehydrated. They look dehydrated until you got close enough where they leech on the power of good. So that's why Muna didn't. Well, Muna still had to roll because he's not evil enough. But
Oh, I feel like we're
but
giving a
that's-
lot away here. I feel like we're giving a lot away.
Yeah, okay. We all know, but it's okay. It's
Oh,
okay
oh, oh.
outside of character. Inside character,
Oh.
it's different. So outside of character,
Oh.
you all rolled that heal check.
What even is good and evil?
But because of Leonard and Nox's innate superior goodness amongst the other ones, that's why those two didn't reanimate. If you remember,
Which
like they
is-
turned into dust instead.
So you're saying I have a moderate evil, but they have superior goodness. I'm
Yeah.
also not okay with this.
Yeah. That is kind of how it works.
I could have superior darkness. You don't know.
Well, I don't see it, bro. You gotta let me show. You gotta show it.
I
So
haven't
far, you've
killed-
been very mild, darkness.
Yeah.
You got
don't have
permission
superior
before you
darkness,
killed somebody.
though.
That's
You
not
only have
somebody
Yeah.
who's
regular
evil.
darkness. You gotta level up to upgrade
Fine.
darkness.
Yeah.
Call me Latina then.
All right. So roll me that religion check here. If you want to.
Think this is. Yeah, no, I'm starting to think that this is not gonna work out the way I thought it would.
Okay. Up to you. You can roll me a heal check though as you get close to the entrance. Leonard, you specifically.
Heal check
Yeah.
20.
Yeah. So on a 20, as you get closer to the entrance, some of the corpses in front of the entrance where they like kind of passed away or like kind of withered out and dried up, they turn into dust. Leonard and all four other party members, so Benji, Muna, Nox, and I guess just the three of you, and Leonard all get another, I will say, 200 XP. As maybe 12 or 15 of these withered corpses in front of the entrance, blocked about from the ward, kind of go into dust. And you see like that as the sun begins to crest over the horizon, it shines off of Leonard's breastplate, and that silvery aura kind of exudes. It's almost like because of Leonard's innate goodness was swallowed whole by this dark negative energy of Malia's in the downstairs. As soon as like Leonard, you like feel the ray of the sun again, like that goodness like comes back to you. Like you don't feel that scared anymore. You're out of the aura, and then the withered corpses in front of you, like dust, turn into dust and blow away. Did anyone ding yet
like-
besides Nox?
I'm close, like 170 away.
Oof. After the additional, what did I just say? 150?
200, I think.
200? I said 200? Okay.
Yeah, still need 170.
And hey,
I'm
Benji,
5 away.
you're 5 XP away, just 5?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, dude, somebody give her a cookie.
I'll give you a 10 XP cookie. You can level up.
I'm 160.
Ding! Nice,
Jacob
level
has
4.
so many. You give-
This is what I'm saving them for.
That's really nice. It's a really good idea.
And also, I do want to give a 25 XP cookie to Briar
No.
Aw,
for keeping the vamp at bay.
that is
Nah.
true. Aw.
As Leonard like runs up and like there's sunlight and the feeling of like the vampire thing dread goes away for a second. He feels good, but then he sees like the corpses just withering away and disappearing, and realizing his plan is shattered. So that there's a new dread that comes over him.
Trying to use the undead. Okay, I see.
Yeah, I was
Interesting.
gonna like destroy the ward and like let in like a tide of undead to like keep the guy busy as we escape.
What prevents the undead from just attacking you guys?
Well, I thought
That's
like they were
good.
attracted by him, so they
That's
would just,
true.
you know, kind of like a moth to a flame. Just like, why bother with small fry when like, you know, their like goal is right there,
Of course.
especially because it's like curse.
That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. It could have worked. Okay. So, there's the compromise. So, Briar, I don't think you're going to get out of this situation without some sort of compromise here. He pretty much told you that you can just do whatever you want if he lets you go, right? Like, something has to tie you to him. That's the only way he'll let you leave. Unharmed, virtually.
Yeah. I guess I just answer. How to best say that?
I promise. I
No.
pinky promise.
Malleus. First of all, I swore that no one can ever compel me to do anything anymore. What I'm doing is out of my free will. I'm offering you to help you out of my own free will. With that option that I just told you. I don't want any more people dying because of me. You don't know what Ludwig made me do. I have enough people.
Then
I
you
have
do
enough
not-
lives in my hands.
Then you do not want to add 4 more. The
I don't
Ethervein,
know.
the Bald One, the Shadowfell One, the Yusuki. I will kill them. I will go upstairs. You cannot stop me as much as I cannot stop you. I'll walk up there, in the sunlight. For it does not kill me, only makes me a little weaker. But I will still be able to kill them. I might not be able to compel you, but I can compel them. And I can make it so that they kill each other in front of you. And then take their own lives at the end.
But wouldn't he just compel us to take it from him?
No, it's true. I'm not saying he's the smartest dude in the world right now.
I just
He is
look
blinded
at.
by rage.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
just look at
I'm
him.
Thinking,
Yeah, like he could have had
such an
all 4
easy
of you
solution.
to just get the flute.
We wouldn't even have to kill him. We can just have
Do you-
nuns
Like,
hold him.
hold them down and then like
Yeah.
just physically. He could have just
Yeah,
used you guys
Briar's
all
like-
as puppets.
Briar's
And
like,
what
you
makes
talk
you
about
think-
killing. Are you related to Leonard?
Anyways, continue, Nina.
And what makes you think that I would help you if you kill them in front of my eyes? I'm going to
That's a good
help
point.
you.
Empty
Every
words
ma- ev-
and empty promises. You have learned much from Nuvik. Just like how you said all those empty promises to all those poor innocent souls that you led to their death. He smiles, and you see his fangs. Only the rare ones,
Only
with the
thanks.
pleasure of not dying, being drained completely. And he notices that you don't have fangs. But why? Why did Luvik not turn you?
I guess he can see that I am getting teary-eyed as I am. I was just a fucking sick circus attraction to Lubik. Just a fucking pet.
And that is where his shrewdness lies. You're a pet, but yet you didn't die. Yet he didn't turn you. Yet you have his third phylactery, his last. No, there's something else. I don't know what it is. But he smiles a very devilish smile. But I might know a solution to this problem. And he licks his lips. I will not hurt you. Will you let me touch you?
I am not going to be turned into a vampire here.
Then there is nothing for us to talk about any longer. He begins to step. You can make a reaction if you like to. But he will be... What?
I want to get in his way.
I mean, technically you can, but it's just gonna to hinder him just a little bit. As long as he's not actively hurting you, or you're actively hurting him or pushing against him, there's nothing that would prevent him from just walking around you. You can try to grapple him if you want.
I'm not good at grappling. Can't you just make a blood bond?
It turns around. A what?
I don't know. Vampires like someone that connects me with you, with my blood. That doesn't need me to turn into a vampire.
I have many spells. Many twisted and cruel spells. But none that lets me bind myself to you in a way that you would like. And I can't cast them on you. No, whatever this needs to be. And it cannot be like a spell. This would just be more of like a supernatural ability that comes around mechanically. Like you can't roll a save or anything because then it just wouldn't work. And off he goes, walking towards your companions.
I'm literally like, can vampires go out in the sun, or am I going to be restricted?
Vampires can go under can go under the sun. They just are severely weakened when they do. Except for that, if it do you bring that up?
Yeah.
This is when Malyaz will smile. And he smiles because you do not know the power of such. There is a way that I can reshape you into a daywalker. But understand this. If I turn you, you will be undead, and that will allow me to track you and know where you are. The same way how Luvik can compel me and knows where I am at all times. That is the only way that I will trust you.
Will you leave my companions alone if I do this?
He smiles. I will.
Then get this over with.
Will you let me touch you?
I hold out my hand.
The light doesn't flash when he grabs it and he pulls you in for an embrace. The slight pain that pierces your neck begins to burn as your blood is drained, replaced by darkness. And we will say that eventually your party members, what does everyone upstairs do?
So we're sailing off.
I
No.
am
We
in
cannot
desperate
leave
need
Briar.
of a nap.
If you need to, go back to the ship. I'm going back for Briar.
I'm gonna wait out here. Like, why? I mean, I think if we're only gonna go down, that's only gonna give him more hostages.
I do not want to leave Briar all alone down there.
I think the best
I
option is
couldn't
staying.
shoot the guy, so I don't really see what I can do.
Well,
Didn't you
I don't know what I can do either, but I know that I must try at the very least.
Yes, but if we walk down, that's just gonna give him hostages.
He
That's why.
can come up here probably get us anyway.
There is.
Didn't you
I
say he
don't
was?
think there is
like,
no time to think about it.
all
And
this vampire?
turns around to start running down.
All this vampire? Like they can't go out in the
Oh.
sun. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, no, I'm already going.
Yeah,
I'm just
Leonard
trying.
too.
Well,
So, Benchy, you have a deck of cards or anything?
no, I'm gonna take a nap.
Oh, yeah. I'm also tired, but I think I'm just gonna keep an eye out, cause yeah.
At this point, I feel like it doesn't even matter. So, yeah. See ya.
Also, maybe you guys should take a nap, but I took what you didn't, stupid Benchy. Lazy fuck. It's your shift.
Benji just opens one eye and looks at Muna. None of that matters. He goes back to sleep.
We need like a hologram of a little red girl saying, "You're all going to die down here."
Oh, I did warn you. Many times.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
I wasn't here.
You were. I said the ghost told you you're gonna die.
It looks like there's only one of us that's dying down here.
Yep, that is true.
I'm gonna start bolting the door. No.
We still haven't found the brother of the ghost.
You did. You
No,
killed
no.
him.
Oh, it was. Oh,
He
Yeah,
was
crayons
lying.
is the
Yeah.
last line.
Yeah.
I thought crayons was like the last name, so that was like the brother. I forget the name, but it was like something crayons.
oh, it was the shadow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Leonard and Knox, you two are the ones who go down to see what happened with Briar, correct?
Yep.
All right. So Leonard and Knox, you guys come across Briar in a pale, sitting there, blood leaking down his neck, and 2 pinprick holes.
Oh, Brian, you okay? Kind of like gently hustle Briar. Briar,
Yeah.
you were right. You look very pale.
I
We
bite
should-
my lower lip and just look up to Nox.
We should hurry out of here whilst the bad guy is gone. Come, I'll carry you.
No, Knox. We can't. The sun's out.
What do you mean?
Should be able. I can. Let's just go. He's not going to hurt you, he promised. He wouldn't.
That is good. But we should go anyways. And I'll help Briar up and carry you if you want it.
I would. It's okay. Maybe just help me walk. I don't wanna be too dependent.
Alright. You can lean on me as much as you'd like.
And the 3 of you make your way back up the stairs.
Before that, at first, is Knox helping Briar up. Leonard's standing there in the doorway, and kind of in their way, and doesn't move. So they stop and probably look at Leonard, and Leonard's just staring at Briar, and his lips are tight. And then after a moment or two, he turns and says, "Yeah, let's go."
Nod in your direction. Keep going.
And then he's gonna go back to the entrance.
So everyone's at the entrance now, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's move you guys all over back to the entrance. Back at the entrance. Oh, takes a second for the shit to load for me. It's blurry. Damn.
It is
Alright.
funny that these zombies are absolutely clear. And everything else is pixelated.
All right. Is it good for you all?
Not
No.
yet.
Yes.
Takes a second.
There.
It is starting to get
Oh,
bright
yeah.
outside. Briar, you do hear Captain Whitewind's check in now. Yeah. This jungle sucks. I'm lost. We're lost. I think we're gonna try to make our circle all the way back to camp, to the shore. But if you have any updates, let me know.
No, not really. There was a vampire.
You hear it again in your mind. Vampire. What?
Yeah. I think it's better to talk about that when we meet each other again. We haven't found your father, though.
All right. Thanks for the update. I will be very curious until you explain what's going on with you. We just fought a bunch of dinosaurs, so that's what we're doing. A lot of them.
I would love dinosaurs at this point.
And I mean, like a little bit of chit chat, and then the communications go dead. I will say though that there is an undeniable hunger that begins to settle over Briar. Roll a will save.
Nice. That is good. That's your main stat.
You fucking screwed Briar, man.
You'll
You
see.
know, the funny thing is, it's only marginally worse than Noxus.
What? Marginally worse? What?
Yeah, yes. Brian has a -1. I have 0.
That should be a minus. Oh, okay.
No, she gets a bonus for because you get bonuses to your saves automatically.
So I think this is where the zombie fell. Briar, the undeniable hunger comes over you. And for a second, you get scared because, like, you can't control it. You start looking around. You need to feed. You really need to feed. You are ravenous. Your fangs begin to protrude from your mouth. And you look to Benji, who's immediately in front of you. No, not Benji.
Oh, he should be right next to Nox, right?
Muna, no. Knox, no. Leonard, no. This is not what pulls at your hunger. This is not what blinds you to their taste. No. It is the corpse, that rotten pile of flesh that you guys killed in this room. That's just simmering on the ground there. That calls and beckons for you to quench your hunger. This puddle of fetid flesh. How do you consume it? And there's a pile of bones crossing also that calls for you as well. What does the rest of the party see? You're right, it is worse.
I have kind of an internal conflict, like, yeah, this is disgusting, but also I'm hungry. I guess I slowly kneel down beside the corpse and like.
What check do I need to know, like, for vampirism? Like, is it permanent? Is there a way to reverse it? Do I know?
You can roll a profession at a vein, but I think all of you made this check before previously. You didn't succeed that one, but I will let you roll one because you didn't have Edivane at that point on the ship, and you didn't also hear vampires. So sure.
21.
So 21. Benji and both Benji and Leonard know that vampires. It's permanent. It's not temporary. There are cures. And Benji, if you roll an alchemy check, craft alchemy, or knowledge arcana, up to you, or profession herbalist, all those things apply.
23.
A light bulb goes off in your head. If Briar, and what does Briar like? How is Briar eating the?
Yeah, like
Feeding?
I take the hand, like before Dante interrupted me, I was like, I'm going to take the hand and look at it, and I guess I take a look at it first. It's like I turn my back to them, like probably also go a little bit behind the fire, so they
So much
it's
shame.
I don't want. It's disgusting.
Well, we
Nobody
don't know what
needs to see.
we don't know what kitsunes eat.
I
Do we know
guess
if they're
it's
kitsune?
I guess at first it's like a small nibble,
It is
just like
delicious.
when you
So
when you
good.
taste it.
So good. It's like
What
melted butter
the-
on your tongue.
Let's belt it like.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
I don't
after
think
that
you can
first-
control yourself after. Oh, well, roll
Yeah,
another will
I
save,
guess-
actually. Let's go.
I guess not. It was just at first like a nibble because it's still like this is so.
Yeah. Interpret that.
Yeah. The reason I interrupted you was like maybe there's like in some lore, like if a person gets turned into a vampire but they don't feed, there's like a better chance of like breaking the curse or something like
I
that.
think you need to find a greater soul gem and take it to the guy in White Rod. Oh no.
But Benji, I mean, so what happens to Briar?
Yeah, I guess after the first nibble, it's actually a lot more delicious than it looks. So guess what?
Yep. So Briar goes go to town on this undead flesh, and Benji,
yes.
Leonard, both of you clocked that. Well, Briar does exhibit signs of the undead. Could be a vampire, could be a zombie or some
Everyone
sort.
knows vampires
But-
eat blood. That is the opposite
Right.
of blood.
So this is not like a vampire that you've ever seen, as Briar is gorging themselves on this rotten flesh. But
What's the
Benji,
opposite of a vampire?
Benji's gonna yell, "He's a zombie! Kill it!" Aim his crossbow.
but Benji, a light bulb does go off in your head, and you realize whatever this could be is probably a supernatural affliction. And I'm sure, like, you remembered recently a memory about something that you might have picked up along the way. Not sure. Anyways, after watching Briar begin to...
I go to Leonard.
Okay.
If vampires eat blood and Briar is eating corpses, which is kind of the opposite of blood, is he then a pyrovam?
That's clever, but something weird's going on here.
Ryle, are you alright? Hey, don't think that is good to eat.
Well, I mean, Briar's not answering because it's rude to answer with your mouth full.
Okay, if
Right,
Briar's
I'll just wait. Then.
if Briar's not a zombie. Wait, Briar, say something.
Oh no, they cannot say something. They have a mouth full of food. That would be not polite.
You can still talk with with your mouth full. Like
That's
why?
that's rude.
You can.
Also, you were asked to say something.
Okay, well, Briar's not immediately attacking Nox, which could be a good indication that that zombification isn't happening. So something else could be going on, but I wouldn't get close just right now.
Can I roll like some kind of a knowledge check? Like,
Yeah, religion or planes. +5 because of your. Okay, so you get 50 XP here as with a 25. There are different type of vampires out in this world, but what you're thinking, what you're getting here, is a lot has happened to Briar in a short amount of time. They got enchanted. You know this, Muna, for a fact. Briar's got enchanted with the like some sort of enchantment, like took hold of Briar when they touched the spell book, the necrotic verses, and also Briar's exhibiting symptoms of being undead. Does Leonard share like what he saw? Like does Leonard and know that Briar is now some sort of vampire?
Yeah, he would probably like when Nox is like asking about Briar Sealkey and stuff. Leonard would just probably be like,
You saw
"No,
the holes.
Nox."
Oh.
Yeah, just kind of looks sad. Says, "No, Nox. Briar is now a vampire."
No, they are not. Vampires are red with 5 legs and 3 eyes.
What? We
You
literally just met a
you forget when Nox rolled a knowledge check on vampires.
On the ship
Yeah.
But
many
Chaos, what did I
many
know?
weeks ago.
You interrupt.
But-
I mean,
we just met a vampire, Nox.
No, that could not have been vampire. Then he would have been red with 5 legs and 3 eyes.
yeah. What did I know about this? I felt like my
Yeah, okay.
So while that's going on, you now know that Briar supposedly had like signs of being turned to vampire, but you also know that there was like the enchantment that Briar was on as well, and you think somehow, and the magic that you're detecting from Briar is now, let's say you use detect magic if you have a spell slot. Do you?
it's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
I could
Okay,
go- I could all day.
so you can do it all day. You also detect that Briar, the aura that Briar kind of gives away is a little bit changed as well. With all three considering, you're thinking that, and the knowledge of the boneyard and undead, your newfound knowledge, what could have happened to Briar is a rare occurrence, where sometimes when the undead is turned, or living creatures are turned into undead, sometimes instead of feeding on living creatures, they feed on the undead themselves, the cannibals.
So because he had kind of like an undead trait from the book, and he became a vampire, he's like an negative vampire.
Yeah, something like that. And whatever else was done on him, which you know to be some sort of abjuration or something along the lines of that, or necromantic energy as well, that was also involved in this.
Does Briar have the need to like go downstairs and attack the dude now?
No. For some reason, you do not detect his presence anymore. Well, Muna, at least, when you use detect magic, you noticeably realize that the very noticeable, like, evil aura that he was giving off, no longer is felt.
It's no longer felt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Do I assume that he might just, kind of have it all been mixed together in one big pot because so much magic has been like close together?
No, it's very noticeable and different. Like you wouldn't be able to not miss it. You wouldn't be able to miss it. from your like magical history, your knowledge, without rolling, I'm just gonna say if you like take a 20 on it or take a 10 on it, you just probably know like either two things: he left, or he's like, or he masked it. Like like those are generally the two only ways to for it to go away.
Interesting. I just walk really close to Briar.
Got the magnifying glass out.
I mean, yeah, I'm like, I think that Briar is, because of so much magic and that whole, necrotic book, that he's kind of like an undead vampire, which, I mean, is redundant since vampire are undead. It's just a theory. It's so rare that, like, it's more like a myth. Because rarely undeads become vampires.
Fascinating.
It is very fascinating.
You guys are watching Briar in front of you as you're speculating, just devouring this rotten corpse.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is so interesting that, like, at least for my, study of conjuration, this is, like, weird.
I feel like Briar is going to have an upset stomach.
Well, it depends on how far he's been turned.
I wonder that too. But I wonder how old the corpse has to be.
I mean, there's only really so many ethical ways of finding out, but I guess if you come to a big enough town, he can, like, start seeing once his, hungers.
Oh goodness, we're gonna have to keep him away from graveyards.
Yeah, that's frowned upon. I mean,
Oh my gosh, it's just headaches with these people.
You can always go to the boneyard.
we should.
Yeah, bones.
If we send him to the boneyard, he's gonna be exercised. They don't like undeads. They have one goal, and that is no undeads. Well, they're kind of like undead on undead violence.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
For
That's
sure, in a
very
few
true.
levels, I'm gonna get the banish spell, so I can banish Briar to the boneyard.
Ironic. Nope,
Okay.
that wouldn't work because that is not his native plane.
Right.
Well, I'm just looking at him like this. Like, this is a
Briar,
choice.
as you consume the flesh, one thing, what is running through Briar's head as he's eating it? Oh, is Nina not here?
I am here. Fuck if I know. Mostly like something like I wanted to become something like this.
Wait, what'd you say?
How could this happen?
Probably something like I never wanted to become something like this, and fuck.
And the reason is you. All right. So, as you're devouring it, let's say you get 2,000 XP points for, well, some really good RP. All right. So with 2,000, what do you guys do? Like, I don't think is Briar in like a talkative mood. Does he go over what happened, or is like after he's full off the corpse, is he more of like sleep time, or? I think it kind of hinges on you because they're all kind of watching you eat this corpse, and some of them, let's be honest, some of you guys are probably grossed out.
I'm very grossed out, but it's also very interesting.
I guess I'm probably more like.
It's kind of like a dog eating its own poop. I mean, like,
Yeah,
it's not
I know what you're talking about.
Like, it's kind of funny, but it's also disgusting.
Yeah.
That's all Briar, a dog eating his own poop.
That is very good.
I think
Says
Max is looking more worried than he is disgusted.
I'm probably more like sitting there, arms around the legs, just like sort of pity. If no one asks, I wouldn't talk from my like I wouldn't start talking on my own.
Okay. So this is probably a good time for you guys to finally get your rest. You don't really detect the presence of Malyaz, so he could be still here or he might not. You won't know until the nighttime comes, and if the undead come, then he's still probably here. If they don't, then he's probably not. So
I need some sleep. I
do
had
you
the
guys
first
do?
watch, and I was interrupted in the second.
No, I'll take the first watch.
I guess I'll take third.
Lay down on the fucking ground.
I suppose I shall take 4th. And Briar's going to take all of them, because now she's an undead and doesn't need to sleep. Assuming that that's how it works. With this, it is special type
But
of undead.
how
so
do I
maybe-
get special spectrum?
No, you can't no longer get more spells.
That's it. The character's ruined.
I just like your character's fucked. You should have just
Yeah.
died. What the fuck? Why did you go along with it? You should have
Yeah.
just been like, kill me here.
No more spells.
Oh, usually
mean-
when you can't sleep, you just like kind of like be
Go
in
in a
a
trance.
restful state, sit
Yeah.
still.
Read the book.
I will say though, Briar, for you, it's now a 4-hour trance.
Okay.
You are in like a state of sleeping, but not a full unconsciousness, meaning that you're never really helpless, even though you're sleeping or resting.
Okay.
Write that down. You're immune to helplessness status.
Only when it comes to being caught unawares, but being sleeping. But
Well-
you can still be knocked unconscious, though. I mean, that can still definitely happen.
Nope.
Yep. That's no one just says, "Oh, I'm gonna go unconscious for the night."
That is how I specify my sleep.
Oh
I
yeah,
suffer from
but when you say
insomnia.
I'm gonna go to bed,
But
I'm gonna
I
I'm gonna
suffer
go
from
unconscious.
insomnia, so it's kind of, like a double.
Very often just says, I'm gonna go pass out.
I'm just gonna say, like, I'm gonna be unconscious.
Yeah,
the
but it's
next
not
day.
like you're knocking yourself out with a brick, right? So you can sleep.
I specify so my surroundings. I'm gonna be helpless for the next 6 hours.
That's hilarious.
It's a very weird thing to state.
I guess that's technically very true if you think about it. Oh yeah, tonight, yeah, I'm probably gonna, drink some wine and then be helpless for the next 6 hours until I wake up.
Yeah. Just normal evening stuff.
So don't come in and try to do anything to me because I'll be helpless.
No.
All right, so we'll figure out who's going on watch. But Leonard, you take first watch like always. And you guys all bed down. Briar, I guess you're gonna start bedding down as well. This is gonna be a full 8-hour rest, correct?
Wait, before
Yes.
we'll
Okay.
actually do the rest, like Leonard is gonna approach Briar and he says, Briar, I swear to you, I will find a way to cure you. I swear on this crest, and he pulls out like the little coin that has like some scratches on it, his family emblem. Kind of looks like a cross, like a X, and like on each side where there's like empty space, there's like something scratched in. Not a lot of detail, but you can probably make out like some kind of monster head, fangs, like a serpentine eye or something like that. Maybe like, a dragon or something like that. On my honor, as Leonard Edwin, I will find you a cure.
I look at you for a moment before I answer. Just try to not fuck around with someone who killed the heroes of the Shining Crusade anymore.
He doesn't answer. He just like looks at you.
But Leonard, you do come across a thought again, something you saw when you touched Maliaz, which was the whip. All right, so you guys all begin to bed down, unless anyone else wants to do anything else. Those who have pinged level 4 may level up during this rest. Leonard, you are first on the watch. So, I'm gonna say, I mean, obviously,
I got no experience for that insane vampire knowledge.
oh yeah, sure, 100 XP for you.
That's a level up.
You fuck. It's okay though. That's the point of XP. All right. Okay. Roll a perception check.
I made it by 5 experience.
20.
Oh, really?
Well,
20.
I popped my 25 XP. That's how I.
Does anyone need like 10 XP too?
No, still need 170.
How much did a name need?
5.
Well, then give it to Anae.
I gave Anae last.
Oh,
Yeah, and they already pinged.
oh okay.
Or Benji already pinged. Yeah. So you can give that to somebody who hasn't gotten to level 4 yet. Wait, who put this 25 out?
I did. That's how
Oh.
I hit 4.
Okay. Oh, okay. Leonard. So looking out, the sounds of the jungle begin to invade your ears, and you're just like, for a second, it's just like after everything that's happened, number one, you're much looser now. Whatever like strange tension, this dark, twisted tension that was riding you guys ever since you walked down these steps is like now like released fully, because like you're just like whatever bad happened was probably worse than anything else that could have happened already. Really, honestly, and also the decision of like the decision to go here in the first place, right? And I think that thought crops up while you're like on the lookout. Yeah, you feel good, right? Like the sun's hitting you. You hear the animals again. You know, like you hear. There's like some sort of, yeah, like life, like some sort of like calmingness to it, like some sort of joy that comes from hearing this. And then I think like I think a thought comes up. It's like, why did you guys come here?
Why do you think he made that oath to Briar? Like it was his choice to go like this way.
You
Lead the party this way.
So is Leonard's feeling a little bit of guilt here?
Yeah.
Okay. And how's like what does Leonard think of for like the 2 hours that he's watching, taking first watch?
Like he does feel guilt there, so he's just thinking about like, you know, how to start looking for a cure and stuff. But he's also like wondering about like the connection between Malias and the Adavanes, and like why didn't he know like his line goes back further than he thought, and like the whip also like weighs on his mind. There's like something about that whip that he feels like he should know, but it's like just out of reach.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Right, all right.
Who do you? All right. Who do you wake up next?
All right. The closest one is Benji. So Benji.
Okay. Benji, you wake up. You're on watch.
Okay.
What does Benji think about like during his watch? Like 2 hours is a long time to kind of think. You can roll a perception
Well,
check too.
First, he thinks how ridiculous it is that they haven't gotten much sleep yet. So he's thinking about how ridiculously tired he was.
Yeah.
And then he's thinking about the whole situation with Briar. When he thought things couldn't get more insane, they got more insane. And he's like, you should probably stop. You should just not have expectations, Benji. That's where you messed up first. You had expectations. He's basically giving himself the opposite of a pep talk. Basically, like, you need to become more cynical, man. You're not
Right.
gonna survive, man.
Why expect things? What
All that-
good comes from expecting things?
All that optimism. It's useless.
Okay. I'm gonna
Just to ask
say,
Cal,
well, yeah.
could we take the average on hit dice, or do you want us to roll?
I forgot what I think everyone rolled anyways, even though I said there was an average. So like, but if you want to take the average, you can. That's fine. I think
Yeah,
Leonard
you
took an
let
average.
us take. Yeah, you let us take the average when we rolled pretty shitty.
No. When we rolled shitty, we spent 200 XP to reroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got to take the average. What?
No,
Or
no.
did I
Leonard
take
took the
average?
average anyways. I think this last time he just decided to take the average.
No,
Which
I
is fine.
rolled.
Oh, you did?
Oh, then I took the average
Somebody
and
took the
Leonard
average.
rolled. Yeah, I took the average and Leonard rolled bad again.
Yeah.
I rolled
So-
like alright.
No, the second one
Average.
after he paid the XP was better. But yes, you can take the average.
Nice.
Roll. Let's go.
Nice.
And you can also. How much strength damage do you heal a day again? I forget.
One.
Well, if it's an 8-hour rest, I heal 1. If
One.
it's a 24-hour rest,
Do you
I
guys
heal
want to do a
2.
24 rest, or do you guys want to do just 8?
Do I?
I mean, we are in the middle of a jungle, so I feel like it would make a lot of sense to only do an 8-hour rest, because like I don't think like it's
At the same time-
particularly a safe environment.
To be fair, like if we stay in the church away from the undeads, this is probably the best place to do a 24-hour rest.
Well, if the dude is gone, I don't think there are going to be any more undead.
I would say,
Oh.
if just for argument, like if I wake up after 8 hours, I'm like, should we do a full day's rest? I would say like, I no longer sense him, so there's a chance we could stay here in safety away from the undeads. So if you want to rest fully up so we can regain our strength, this is probably the best place.
I'd have to rest for like 2 days.
Sure, but even if you just rest up for like 24 hours and then 8 hours,
Yeah.
that's still 3 compared to 4. Well, that's
Yeah.
3 compared to 2, which is significantly better, right?
Do you
Mhm.
heal wisdom damage too?
Yes.
No, yours is permanent. I'm sorry.
Oh
No,
no!
I'm being serious.
You did say
So-
permanent, yeah, because
As long as you have
How
that
much
book, bro.
HP do we get for resting? Is it full HP or...
1
No,
HP
it's-
per level.
Yep.
Wait, what? Say again?
1 HP per level.
Jesus.
So
Cal,
so that's
if-
4 HP per long rest, 8 hours or per hour.
Per long rest.
Oh shit, that's really small.
Cal, did one
24
question.
rest, 24 hour gives you full HP, right?
No, it gives like a bit more, but not a lot. Once again, I do like it is realistic that like you can't just go from like having 1 HP to being like fully HP by sleeping.
Oh, so the hit
Yeah,
dice
but-
is only to roll for HP. Okay.
Yeah, and like some spell-
Benji, you
spell
can
things.
re-roll this at the cost of 200 XP. You
Then
again, you can't go
You
backwards.
can't D-level.
You can't D-level. But you can re-roll your hit dice if you don't like it.
How can I get like 170 XP?
Do I know that the book is making my wisdom hurt.
You probably maybe feel like you're more
Probably.
like you're.
But your wisdom was so low to begin with. It's really hard to say like.
Oh, if everyone's rolling, I'm rolling. Fuck it. Oh, let's go.
Benji, you can keep the higher roll if you'd like.
This is the hairy man who tore down God from the mountain.
Okay.
For the
So
record, that is the Hakar.
so the rest of you.
Can I expand a bardic inspiration to Benji?
How do you? What's the bardic inspiration again?
That's
No, I'm
That's like a 5e thing, right?
Yeah.
no. Yeah,
if you
versatile
roll performance check. No, I'm serious. Roll performance check.
Yeah.
Are you going to play the flute?
Yeah.
But does he still have the flute? I missed if he still has the flute.
27.
It still does.
Okay.
What does Briar play?
An
With everything-
inspirational. I
Are
play
you sure Briar is like do like really?
No, like. Oh god, yeah, no, probably not. It's probably like just a mellow, somber melody.
Roll your hit dice one last time. You're gonna have to keep this one, Benji.
God,
Okay,
It's better.
that's better.
it's better, but yeah.
All right. So like I guess we'll continue on with Benji's watch real quick. Benji, that tickling in the back of your skull again does tickle you. You're like, oh shit, I heard of this somewhere. It just can't come to you. Now I want to give you the option of like you role playing and you find out whether or not you as a player knows what I'm hinting towards, or you as a player remember what I'm hinting towards.
I, as a player, don't remember.
Okay. So I need Benji to roll one more craft alchemy check here. DC 20. Wow, can you roll
That's a
lower than a
25.
20? Shit.
Yeah.
Well, with the alchemy, you do not. With a 25, Benji, it comes to you. The Malfalda, she told you, dream like it. It was like she told you that you said it was a sleeping potion because of the name of Dream Lichen, but she also mentioned that it's actually known even for its more rare property, that it cures afflicting supernatural diseases or supernatural.
Vampirism.
Who knows? That's why it's so expensive. You also remember that it was a hard, it's a very hard formula to get right as well.
Yeah.
Okay. That ends Benji's watch. Who does Benji wake
Also,
up?
I
Oh,
just
yeah.
want to mention I dropped my caltrops.
Oh, just on the ground around Briar or in the...
No, just put them aside so that I'm no longer overburdened.
Was it the fucking caltrops?
No, it's just one of the things that I don't feel like I'll miss.
Okay. All right. Any of your party members that would like to pick it up can pick up caltrops instead. Are caltrops still like those spiky things you throw on the ground that like hurts people? All right.
Yep.
You just throw
They're
it.
the kind of thing you get in your starter pack that you never ever use.
You sprinkle them around Briar's sleeping bag as a fucked up prank. No.
I'll pick them up. How much do they weigh?
2.
Pretty heavy.
How do you spell them, with a K or a C?
Whip of Spiders sounds awesome. Slave to Sin? Yeah, for sure. That's... I hope that Briar starts to get very. No, I'm joking. Play Briar however way you like. Okay.
I like
You like
Slave to Sin. Sounds epic.
does.
I don't know what it does anymore because
does-
I wrote all of them together, but I don't know which one does what. So I have to reread that anyway.
Oneric horror. I don't know what that means. Okay. So Benji, who do you drop your caltrops? Leonard picks them up, sure. Who do you wake up next? Who's the next on the watch?
Well, we messed up the order of watch,
I
I
don't know.
think. So Benji just remembered Nox saying he's gonna take a watch, so he's just gonna like scooch around Briar, like watching suspiciously, and then wake up Nox.
Oh.
Time for
Let's
watch,
see.
big eye.
Okay, I will watch things so you can rest easy.
Thank you.
During Nox's watch, what would he like to think about or reflect upon?
Do I truly know what a vampire is? Everyone says something else. But I am sure that it's red with 5 legs and 3 eyes. I know it. I'm certain of it. He remembers very clearly when his previous owner, the Father Losehead, fed a creature like that to him.
Oh,
He's pretty sure that was the name it
terrible.
was called. But now he's doubting it.
Are you, Jacob, describing a different creature? And if so, which creature are you describing?
I'm not describing a specific creature, but I just general character traits of a demonic creature.
Okay, demonic creature. Gotcha. And you were fed that shit? Oh, it's fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, I do plan on writing some extended lore about Nox to you. That's one of the thoughts I had.
You're not too off put by what Briar was doing then, right? Like,
again, he was more concerned.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
It was like
it's like this puzzle of this vampire. What a vampire is. That's running through Nox's mind.
Indeed.
Okay. Anything else?
Oh, I think that's a 2-hour philosophical inner debate.
Does Nox draw it down at one point in the dust on the ground? Whatever ink he might have. Does his fingers stray and start to while he's reflecting?
Maybe he'll like try and draw that guy down there next to the creature itself, just to compare them.
Okay, roll me a craft art or profession art. What did we say? Craft art. Yeah.
You said craft art.
Yeah.
Now I have a little question for you because I was going to put a point in at this level. To actually start upping the skill. But craft art is a very broad, like craft. Normally craft would be like craft painting, but I do recognize that Nox has like a special connection to Shaylin, so I don't know if you want to keep it like that or if you want to narrow it down.
I think this is where we're going to see a little bit more of Nox's like strange affinity to art come out, and not just the form of paintings, but also drawings, sketches, doodles, statues, all sorts of art. Really, the only thing we're gonna stay away from is more of the more performative stuff, like dancing and like singing and stuff like that.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Son 15.
Okay. What does he draw?
Again, he tries to like draw I guess he like goes around gathering a bunch of like small rocks and stuff
Uh-huh.
in different colors and such, different shadings, and like places them down and uses those as like his artistic output.
Like a small statue.
And well, it's more like pixel art, but
Oh,
with
okay. Shell
small
like shell
pebbles
art,
that he finds.
macaroni art.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
precisely.
Okay.
And I puts them
Shell art
down.
to shillelagh.
Puts them down, tries to get the face of the guy that was down there. Pale expression. And then it's probably hard to find like red rocks, but
Oh no, there's some. There's some near the place where you got cut down, the back of the room. Rocks splashed with blood.
Right. Excellent. Perfect.
Dried blood, but still blood.
Should use your pain to express your art. Yes.
That is the divine mandate.
That's true.
She also told you to break stuff to create.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but these statues were already broken. There's already pebbles. I don't need to make any.
It's true.
You look at Muna's arm and you think like I could break it.
I could use some blood, ink,
Yeah.
some red color.
I do not have enough red rocks. I'm sorry, Leonard.
I must make.
All right. So what? So the first one is of Malyaz, and then the second one is what Nox thinks of what is a vampire. Correct.
Yes.
All right. With a 15, you're concentrating on these two as you're thinking about what a vampire is, and you distinctly can remember like the sounds that this creature made. You had to kill it before you were allowed to eat it, and strangling and tearing apart the limbs of this creature, it brings you back to that moment. And for a second, the stones that you had assembled, this art that you had assembled, has been thrown about as if somebody just backhanded it, and it's gone, scattered rocks. And then the rocks to your left, the ones that you tried to resemble Malyaz, where the eyes are, one of them just briefly winks at you.
That's it. Burning down the church.
Oh, so that is the vampire. I was wrong. Huh. Okay, I will have to apologize to them when they wake up.
Who do you wake up next?
Then took first watch, then Benji, so it would be... well, Luna already took a watch. But I'm kind of still like worried about Briar, and I want them to rest up. They had a rough day, it looks like. I'm gonna wake up Muna.
Okay. Muna, you awaken to Nox.
Oh, has it already been? Oh,
It
Yeah.
is your turn to watch, I think.
didn't I already have my watch?
I don't know. We were interrupted so many times. It's a bit hard to tell.
Fine. I feel better anyway. I'm just gonna chill.
Right.
Smoke up a doobie.
Yeah.
All right. So Nox, you go to bed, and Muna, you have a couple of hours. I guess you can summon Skuga to keep you
I'm
company.
gonna take a minute to summon Skugge, because,
right.
she's my eyes.
Skuga's gonna look around, and he's gonna be like, "What the fuck happened?"
Oh, yeah, this was a long night, so we were interrupted. If you recall, I said it was a bad place to sleep, and it was. So this vampire
You're always
guy,
right. So
often I am, yes, thank you. So this vampire guy, who apparently he just had a real beef with like Leonard's family. He had like a weird name. Who cares? But he was a vampire. And then, God, like Briar has like kind of a philosophy from like their shared master, which is weird considering I usually thought those were like in Jaws. But you know, I'm not a necromancer. And so apparently he was like, give me the flute, and Briar just was like, I don't wanna. And then at one point, I think Briar gaslit the vampire into just letting us go. But Briar did become like a undead vampire. Well, a double undead vampire.
The hell do you mean, friend?
He's feeding on undeads, and he's a vampire.
Oh, well, that's. Wait, so
I know.
So he eats undead?
He fucking ate a corpse.
He's not a vampire then.
Well, but he kind of like, you know, had a whole. I mean, he became like he was gifted the power from a vampire, which I think that makes him a vampire. But because he took like that corrupted book that we tried to stop him from, I think they kind of crossfired the magic.
That is wild.
I know. But yeah,
So-
man, you
so
look at that
you're
corpse over
not-
there.
You're not in the. Oh. Ugh.
Look, he fucking ate it.
Oh, it smells.
Yeah. It was real gross.
It smells bad. Yikes.
Full record, even if Briar is up, we are speaking Aklo, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about it. I'm just saying it smells. It stinks.
Yeah.
Ate it.
Weird.
Ate it all, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
He fucking loved it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, consider yourself lucky.
I mean, I got out. I'm thankful that he let out. Like, apparently, he kind of became a vampire for us, for our sake.
Damn.
So I'm happy we didn't kill him that night.
But he's not a vampire because vampires are cool and they drink blood from their victims.
I know, that's why. Like,
He's
he's like a negative. He's a negative vampire.
So he doesn't drink zombie blood. He eats them.
He's a pyrovam.
I don't know what that is.
It's a reverse vampire. I'm coining it.
Yeah, okay, pyrovam. That's a good one. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of
Yeah,
like a
shit.
negative, like a double negative vampire. Like,
That's gross.
yeah. But I guess it's good karma that we didn't kill him. So, I mean, I guess karma works fast.
That is true.
I guess,
now-
but had we
Yeah.
though, we could just have given the flute and then everything would have been fine. But you know, it's
Well, you and I both know that if that powerful creature that you're telling me is, able to kill you guys anyways, most likely if you gave him the flute, we would have gotten killed too, right?
there's a fair chance.
Yeah. Or
To be
like
fair, had we
a
killed him,
vampire,
we would've-
so you probably drink your blood, and then I would meet you here on the other side, friend. You would be my summit, pretty much.
That'll be interesting. That's a good story about it.
You're my Eidolon, and I'm your summoner, pretty much.
God, that would be so powerful.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we don't do like woohoo magic like you do here, so
Yeah, and I don't have the brawn of you.
no. So Muna, you're sitting there and you're thinking, like, what does Muna reflect on? Could be internally or could be externally with Skuga.
I am thinking, what the fuck went down on this dumb island? I fucking almost died to a vampire. That's not okay. Fuck Leonard for choosing this location. Fuck this old man we're looking for.
Skugo raises the very valid question because he's thinking about this, but does Skugo know that he's thinking about this, or
Yeah, I'm like at
Yeah.
a point I just mumbles, you know, like in dumb fucking.
Skugo's gonna raise up the valid questions? Like, well, I mean, we can always just leave, right?
We're on an island. How can we leave?
No, we have boats, we have ships. Get on the ship. Let's go.
Sure, but I mean, like, we can't really sail it alone. The whole point was us becoming to like a bigger island.
Why can't you sail it alone? I mean, you guys all made it here.
I don't have the capabilities to sail it alone.
No, I mean, oh, not you. Like, no, let's just wake up your friends, right? Because you're the last watch. We wake them up, pack our shit, they head out.
Yeah, but our ship is currently being, like kind of held hostage. So we need to find this old man, if you recall, so we can,
And where is
get
the
our ship
person
back.
who's holding it hostage?
Well, but his whole, he's out in the jungle, but his whole crew were keeping an eye on the boat. So
They're insignificant. Let me
I don't-
handle them at nighttime. When it's nighttime, we can go in. You know what I mean?
I think we could kill some of. I think we can kill some of them. That is absolutely a
at
thing.
nighttime.
But that's our powers only work in darkness. If there's torches, that kind of negates it.
No, but like, who sleeps with the torch right next to their head?
I agree
It's a
on some
fire
extent.
hazard.
Yeah, but pirates are dumb.
Yeah, but they're not going to burn themselves alive while they're sleeping or asphyxiate. I mean,
I love the optimism. I just don't think that the two of us have the power to take on an entire pirate ship.
Look, coup de grace, right?
Yeah.
Coup de grace.
I like. Have you learned a new word? You seem to really be the word of the day.
Well, I mean, it's just I really want to try it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't let me do it on Briar, but
Yeah, but we do now, but that just seems rude at this point.
Like, that makes a good point. If Briar dies, what happens? Can Briar die?
I mean, of course he can die. I think we need to.
Yeah. Really.
God, he was out in the. Is there sunlight right now? Right?
Yeah, there's sunlight. Seems fine.
Is there sunlight on his face?
There's sunlight on his body. I'm looking at it.
That was my main thing.
Doesn't seem
I guess we could put a stake in his heart.
Yeah. Or feed him garlic. I heard.
Yeah.
You have garlic?
No, but we could make a steak.
One day.
Yeah.
We could.
Something about water, but it's also pretty far dragging him to the ocean and throw him in the ocean.
Pee on him.
God, that'd be funny.
Yeah, you got some fuel in the tank?
Not enough to count as ocean, I think.
Oh shit, it's ocean. Okay. Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna suggest we go back. Fuck it, we'll deal with the crew.
Yeah, I mean, I admire the optimism. I just feel
I'm not trying to be a coward here, right? We're not cowards. We're just practical.
I think I'm more practical than cowardice. Yeah.
Yeah. This is not about being scared. This is about what else are we gonna find on this island, right?
Sure. What are the chances we're gonna find another ancient undead creature?
I don't know.
Knocking on wood.
I don't know. But judging by what we've seen here, it's wild. So there could be anything. We go back. We go back on the ocean. You know what's on the ocean? You know what surrounds the ocean?
Water.
More ocean. Yeah, exactly. More ocean. Predictable.
I mean, I like the idea, but I just feel like we're not gonna be able to take on the whole thing. I can raise the question with the others, but I mean, it's just
But that's all I'm asking for. Just be like, hey, I'm not being a coward here. I'm just being practical. Let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I mean, I like the pragmatism.
Yeah. Let's go back. He puts a hand on your shoulder. He's like, think about it. I mean, you need to convince them. We're not.
No, I mean, I agree. I don't want to be here, but I feel like the only way we can get off here is by finding that old man.
No. There's definitely other options. So while they're away from their crew, you learned this, Muna. When you cut the head off a snake, what happens to the rest of it?
Well, then the body dies. That is a very common saying.
I know. No, that's not how it works, though. It's generally like when I bite the head off a snake and eat it, what happens to the rest of the body? I eat the rest of it. That's generally how it works, but whatever.
I mean, I don't think the whole eating thing is part of the saying.
No, it is. Well, in the Shadowfell, it is. We eat.
Maybe it's culturally different. That is an interesting take.
Yeah. Waste not, want not. That's how we see it.
I guess there's resources more scared there, so that makes sense.
Snake, that's a treat. But anyways, think about it. Use that analogy.
Okay, I'll consider it.
Talk about me
I'm
more
not gonna,
with your
I'm not gonna,
friends.
I'll never lie to you, so I'm not gonna promise it, but I can consider it.
All right.
It is
And-
about the audience, you know.
Okay. I think you should make a stand here, but okay.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the watch goes on. I think now I'm going to ask
they're
you guys.
meditating, hearing like how they want to coup de grace him in his sleep.
Oh, we spoke in Aglo.
Oh, right. Sorry.
So
Yeah.
So you guys going to take an 8-hour rest to begin with? If so, all
We
of you
just
wake up.
did, but
Yeah. Like, or is this rolling on to 24? You let me know.
Yeah, let's do it 24. I said 24.
Okay, well, let's say you guys wake up right now at the 8 hours.
Yeah.
What do you guys decide to do?
I
could
think-
use more rest.
I think I could also use a full day of rest. We can go tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, that's 2 votes.
For a 24
Well, what do you-
hour? Okay.
What do you want to do? Benji, not really. What?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really want to hang out around here much longer than is necessary, but since one of our strongest members says he needs to rest, that makes me worried. So I guess.
Thank you.
he
I
will
do need to
more.
rest.
also, who needs some healing?
I'm pretty
Max,
good.
You doing good?
I am still a little hurt.
Emotionally or physically.
He's gonna touch you on the
Emotional
shoulder.
damage.
Mostly
Yeah.
physically.
Oh.
Emotionally, I feel pretty happy. But speaking of, I need to apologize to you. I realize I was wrong about the vampires, and you were right. So, I just wanted to say that. While being very quiet.
And he was right about vampires. Oh yeah, the red thing.
Yes, I realized they
Oh,
were not
right.
red with 5 legs and 3 eyes.
It's okay. I don't know where you got that idea that that's a vampire, but not your fault. You were misinformed.
Yeah, live and learn.
Learn and live.
How you doing, Ox? Still need some help?
How much healing do I get for 24 hours?
6. Oh, for the rest, you got.
For 24-hour rest, I get 2 HP.
Yeah, not yet. We just did the 8th one, so you got like the 8-hour rest, and then you got 6 more from Leonard.
Here's a little bit more.
You get another 7.
That was 7. Alright, that puts me at max action.
Alright, anybody else? Briar?
I mean, that would be nice if
I
no one
can
else
heal
needs it.
myself.
Can you heal yourself?
Actually, yeah, can
That's
you?
a good question.
Oh,
Well,
no.
just looking at you.
Alright, free for Benji.
Thank you.
Don't
I
healing
tried to heal
work
myself.
opposite
Let
on
me
undead?
see what spell are you using to heal?
I have cure light wounds.
That specifically is and also an
I
attack
have
versus undead.
I have to look at it.
Oh, fuck.
So you deal. So go ahead and
I would
do.
need to 6
Well-
damage to myself.
You do. Let me just make sure. This is any undead creature can apply spell resistance, and make a will save.
No, but he wouldn't resist. You could always resist the healing spell. He wouldn't resist the healing spell.
Oh shit, that's a -1. Take a cookie. You begin to feel the positive energy near your skin, Briar, and but it's too late. The spell goes off, and it burns. But you do recover the same amount. Like so, roll d6, roll d8. Wait, what did you roll for the heal? A d8?
A damage 6 heal.
+2.
I have it up there.
You also recover 9 hit points though when you ate the corpse. So add the 9 first, and then minus the 6.
Oh well, it's 30 then.
So
Yeah,
you're at the same HP. Okay. So you were at full, then you go down to 30 again.
Hello, Gavin.
Oh, that's
Not bad. So as an action, I'm gonna say if you have undead flesh around you, you can consume it and then it's a cure light wounds.
I guess I cannot heal myself.
You can,
Can you
just not
cast
with cure
harm?
light wounds.
I forget. Like, is it interchangeable? Like,
Yes,
you know, cure light wounds and
inflict
harm?
wounds is no. I think it's like more of like a negative. Hold on.
Yeah,
There is a
inflict
spell
wounds
to heal from that, I know that.
There is. Like this. Yeah, it is. So inflict light wounds is negative energy, which is heal.
Yeah.
Cool. But consuming of dead flesh also heals you as well.
Well, you leveled up, so you can get a new spell. You can just
Ex-
take one.
Excluding your own flesh. I do want to make sure. that-
What spell should I take to heal? I don't. What do you
Inflict
mean?
wounds.
I don't know if I have inflict wounds.
I think you can get that spot, can't you?
Let me see. That is inflict wounds for bards. It is not.
Get fucked.
Clerics, Inquisitors, Shaman, Witch, Anti-Paladin.
Maybe your fancy new bard spellbook can help you learn it.
So all of you have 24 hours. Wait, so did that all of you guys? Let's end soon. So did all of you guys decide on whether or not to do the 24 hours or not?
I think we
Yeah.
decided on it.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone said yes, or majority said yes.
I would
Well, 3 of us
just
said
say.
yes.
Okay.
I would just say, White Winds is trying to go back. They are lost.
I mean,
What way did they go? It's a big place.
They are lost.
No, I know, but what way did they go? Maybe we can try to head in that direction, see if we can find them.
I don't know where they went. They had a lot of dinosaurs.
that's awesome.
I would have preferred dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I would disagree, but yeah, dinosaurs would have been nice.
You're mean with me.
And then a fucking tyrannosaur. It's like, yo, want dinosaurs, huh? It's like Jurassic Park up in here. No, I'm just...
I saw like a video of like what people or scientists or whatever think like T-Rexes sounded like, and it's kind of like this weird, almost like a laugh thing. I just imagine, man, being like a dark forest like at night and just hearing that like in the distance.
Yeah, it's
Nobody-
like
nobody's getting sleep.
right, like something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
weird, like barking, honking sound. But I think
Yeah.
you'll.
Have you ever heard like an angry bull? They sound like dinosaurs.
No, I haven't heard an angry bull. Shit. Wonder what that
It's like
sounds like,
this-
now. A lot of
Oh
huffing
man,
and
I can't
puffing.
make
I
the
thought.
sound. No, like
No?
when they do a moo. I'll try to find the sound. I'll try to find it and then I'll post it.
Okay.
Maybe you can do the sound, Anne.
No, I can't because my parents are sleeping.
Just do the sound and say like an angry bull was like running somewhere.
No, don't do it. Okay.
I'm
So-
kidding.
So I will say that Nina, you get a slew of shit for being undead now. But I will send that to you. Shit, I will send that shit later to you.
What are you doing?
And some, well, that is true. Some do have like a second level spell slot though that you can also
Yeah,
do.
but I can't take them because I don't have like the performance for them.
We can always just say if you follow the rules and mechanics of the book, which is I think it's like a studying it for 24 hours and then rolling a will save. I will say you can convert your cure light wounds to inflict light wounds if you'd like. I won't take that away. So we can always add on top of the book. We don't ever have to.
That would be cool.
All right,
Even though I can't heal anyone else anymore.
well, you can still hurt people.
I can still hurt people, yeah.
And so we'll go over that next time when you guys.
Yeah.
So we'll end the session here with you guys deciding to rest here for another 24 hours. So yeah, and then so thank you for playing. We'll pick up
For
downtime.
the end.
The 24 hours will be downtime for the beginning of next session, wherever you guys want to get it on, or we can screw.
Do we get any more XP? I want to know if I dink or not.
Yeah. So let me listen to this. Does sound like a pissed off cow. Sounds like an angry boy. You can tell this cow is angry. It's emotional. All right.
Yeah, that sounds like in the middle of the night. It's like, what monster is in the backyard?
Yeah.
Super angry, whatever this monster is. You could tell it's so much emotion. It's like, anyways, so thank you all for playing. Do we get any
Thank you
more
for DMing.
XP? Yes, this is the portion where if you guys have cookies you'd like to give out. So I want you guys to be able to give out cookies as well. So you can start giving out cookies to people for things that you want to like do. Whatever.
Right.
I'd give
Favors.
51 cookies to Briar.
Well, I will give.
No, you don't have to give
This
your
tip-
own. That's what I'm trying to say. It's you just give like so you draw a cookie and then you give it to the person if you want.
I want to give this 10 gold to Nox to thank Jacob for gifting me XP.
Aw. Jacob, you get 10 gold pieces. Some of the rocks that you were drawing with were actually gold pieces that you pick up.
No.
It's like one of the rocks was actually a gold nugget.
Yes, exactly. It's just like a gold nugget.
That's what I used for the 3 eyes.
Okay. Anyone else want to give out cookies? All right.
I would like to give a cookie to Nina. I thought Briar played it very well. Some good role playing.
All right. Draw a cookie, Briar. Or Nina.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else can give out any cookies? I'd like to give everyone here 100 XP though for yeah, just playing. I think you guys did great. Most of you, and also for bearing with a more heavy focus on Leonard and Briar this session and last.
Yeah.
All
I'd
of you
like to give
guys.
a cookie to Muna for being an excellent sleeping partner during the part of the story where we didn't
Yeah.
need to be awake.
Or
Sure.
we just went up and I should have made pancakes.
Sure. You added the XP that I told you at the end, right there, Nina, as well.
Also, I'd like to give one to Nox because he was a great, co-sleeping partner.
Which
Yeah.
ones?
The large amount that I told you at the end.
Yeah.
All right.
The 15,000.
And no, it wasn't 15,000.
It was 2,000.
That is terrifying. How do they know what a real TX sound is, though? How can
I'm
they?
not sure. I think they did like took the bones and like reconstruction and like how like their vocal like chords or whatever would have been like.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like I said, I'm not even
Sounds
sure
like
this
there
you
is.
was-
just had a nightmare.
Maybe there was
Yeah.
a well-preserved
Yeah.
dinosaur.
But real or not, it's still terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
It's just they took the sound from Jurassic Park. I think it's how they did it.
Yeah, Jurassic
The
Park's more
Jurassic-
of like that screech, like
Yeah.
Godzilla type.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah,
a
yeah, pretty
documentary, right?
I actually want to Google how they made that sound. I love Foley work. It's really interesting because,
Yeah.
like, I know in some more recent things they use a combination of like deer grunts and elk screams and pig sounds and stuff like that. So it's just really cool.
Yeah.
My thing of listening to Wayne sounds before falling asleep got ruined when I learned that they are made by frying stuff.
What?
Well, there's another
If-
way you can just record the rain, I guess.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like it's
Yeah,
storming outside right
I
now.
also learned that in some movies when there's a Wayne sound, it's literally just like a recorded frying.
I
sound.
can hear that. I can hear that. Like that like sizzling sound can be like
Yeah.
very fast droplets of water. But what about like the popping sounds and shit? You get like, like when you're frying, it's like inconsistent. Sometimes you get like
I think that only
pops.
happens when like water gets in and it pops. But I think it's just like oil. It doesn't, but I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, you're right. Oh, I see what you mean. Like a boiling oil is not going to make pops. Okay, unless you put
Yeah.
something in it. Okay, all right.
Yeah, if you put
Interesting.
like meat that has some water in it, or if you like close it and then like moisture like gathers up on the top and then you open it and it like drips in.
Commercially, it would probably be easier to record frying pans than like going outside and recording the rain. Probably harder to capture rain in
But
essence.
yeah, like because rain is also not necessarily a constant sound. At least
Yeah.
like what I'm listening to right now, because it's also windy. It's like
Right,
it's
right.
like
Yeah,
comes and
exactly.
goes.
Interesting.
But yeah,
Frying pan sounds cool. That's really cool. I didn't know that. So, anyone else want to give any XP before we end the session?
Well,
I have
70.
none to give.
I'd like to give a cookie to Leonard as well for doing a good
Just give
job
it.
role playing. How scared Leonard was.
I like that as well. That was pretty
Thank you.
good. Let's hope this is a 10 gold.
Eh.
Shit. I would also like to give you a cookie for that, Leonard. So just roll another one. All right, Dante.
I would like for him to lose a cookie. Can I give that?
No.
Is
Damn.
this cookie? No. God.
Another 10 gold? Fuck.
Yeah.
Making money.
Like to give a cookie also to
Mona for shit talking every watch.
Like Mikkel already gave like one to Briar for like the scene with Vampire and like the self-sacrifice and all that. But I would like to double down if I can.
Sure. Briar, you can take another cookie from Dante.
Thanks.
I'm gonna give Benji a cookie because I think that for now, Benji could possibly have be the only hope for Briar moving forward. Possibly, we'll see. And also because I liked Benji made me laugh when I think Ane, like when you figured out what the paladin was or the Maliaz was, like it was really funny. You guys didn't see it, but Benji like just turned right around, just like, oh nope. Here I go. And I could tell like that was like very in character of Benji. He's just like, nope. So I really like that part. All right. And Nox, I want to give you a cookie because well, I think Nox deserves a cookie. And also I'll give everyone else like Nox and Muna and Benji another 100 XP because you guys probably realized that this was more focused on the other players for now.
That's
But
fine.
don't worry, I have some stuff for all of you.
I cried in the middle.
What? Why?
Just emotional. Well, I felt neglected.
You felt neglected. I was gonna kill your character though for you though.
But you had the balls to do it.
I definitely did, sir.
You didn't.
It was a
If
DC
you
24
want-
diplomacy
Yeah,
check.
right. You're fucking wanker.
If you want to be killed, then just
No,
say
I
it,
don't
and
wanna-
I'm not
I
going to.
I don't want to be killed. I just want to mock Cal. I want to spit in the face of God.
Hey, I mean, I have to follow the rules of the dice. I gave you the DC.
Yeah.
Briar rolled higher.
No.
We didn't get to
No.
see whether or not I would follow through with my threat. or not.
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't. You're.
You know what? Let's give Briar another 100 XP for that because
Yeah.
you honestly saved his life. I don't think you
No,
realized.
you didn't.
No, I don't
No.
think you realized, Mikkel, how quickly your character would have died there. Like I
Wouldn't
would have
have.
taken. I would have.
No,
What
reminds
would?
me of when Muna saved Briar from getting keyhole.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's true. Muna did save
Yeah.
Briar. Oh, so it's a payback. Okay.
So you're saying I can still slit his throat
It-
because that only made us even?
It does
Yes,
make sense
Yes, that's what I meant.
that like I was like, who could this guy go after? Right? He's gonna have to hit to attack Leonard, but you're sleeping there, so and you're right next to him, so of course it would have been.
Oh no,
Muna.
it made sense. I'm just mocking you, Cal, because
Well, I wish Briar failed. Then I will see, you know, how much mocking
yeah,
you would
you
have done
wouldn't.
then.
You wouldn't have. You're a coward and a bitch.
I guarantee you, I would have fucking done it.
Also, I don't want Muna to die. I feel like I'm playing Muna fairly safe, so it's not like I want him to die.
Of course.
But I
But
will laugh at Cal.
when you egg me on this way, it makes me
Yeah.
less scared to do it.
No, you're. Like I said in Discord, I was just like, I wrote to Cal coward.
I know. I mean, I would have done it. Like when
No, you wouldn't have.
when you're saying so, if like let's say if Nox was like, no, I don't want Nox to die, then I might feel like, oh shit, I probably would ask for another roll or something. But when the person is
My
putting up
character's going
memes,
to die, he's going to die.
yeah,
Which
when,
reminds me, yesterday I witnessed one of the funniest fucking character deaths ever in my other campaign.
really,
Yes, it was absolutely hilarious.
what happened?
So we had
tell.
this orcish warrior who was like he was literally thrown into battle by this big demon, right? And he was in the back line getting pelted. He did a good job staying alive through most of it, but eventually, after going through relentless endurance and just coming back to life again and again, eventually he went down permanently. And in the last strike, the big demon took his body and threw it at my character as a ranged weapon, right? But my character has a nifty little spell called Reverse Arrows. So I just said, no, you can have him back. And then in his fucking dying moments, he got turned into a fucking projectile getting shot straight through the demon's chest, killing it.
Nice.
Coming out the other side with mangled bones. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I didn't
So
want
essentially, what
Muna to
I'm hearing is you killed another player character
die.
in an
Well,
attempt
Once
to
again,
he's going
kill
to
the battle.
die anyways.
Yeah. Once again, Jacob killed another character, like all of us.
I guess it was the DM's fault for having the demon throw the body at you. No joke.
Well, I mean, he was going to die anyways. I would have just taken damage as well, which I didn't want to.
Damn, what the hell
we
spell
did
is
bring
reverse
him back
arrow?
afterwards.
Is that
We
a 5e
revived
spell?
him. No, that's one of the homebrew spells for that campaign.
Yeah,
It
I'm
is
like,
5e, but
reverse
it's
arrow.
like I think he took it from an earlier edition or something.
Oh, it sounds like deflect missile, like the monk ability where you can catch an arrow, throw it back at somebody.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's way stronger. It's 3rd level spell. If someone targets me with a ranged attack, I can just say, no, you get hit instead. There is no save.
I
Wow.
think that's a 2nd edition. If I recall my
Yeah.
D&D,
I believe
I
it's like
think
gold
that's
edition
2nd
spell.
edition.
That
Are you being
DM
serious?
uses a lot of.
Oh
old
yeah, no.
edition
Of
spells.
2nd edition magic, once you hit like from 3rd level and above, magic got absurd.
Oh shit, that's crazy. No save, nothing, just happens.
Same.
Well, because you need to
nothing.
remember, like, it's just projectiles. So in most cases, that's like small firearms, like bolts and shit like that.
Yeah, but it does also work on boulders.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
But in that
Okay.
edition, man, Riz had only rolled like I think a 1d4 or something. Like they die fast.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, anyways, thank you all for playing. I will probably say, like.